One cost for Helga's bunkhouse. There's a bunch of speech checks just for that.
Oh, okay.
And I think there's a couple other ones that you do in there somewhere too.
Yeah.
Lakers made another trade for it. This is like I expected. With all this draft picks they stockpiled.
Yeah.
I was like, yep, another trade's coming.
Makes sense.
Trying to win a championship.
Dashboard is up. Chat is up. All right. Here we are again. Lifeblood is here right on time. Chaos is here. I don't know when Order will get here, Lifeblood, but we might be waiting a while to balance that out. How you doing? Welcome back. We are a couple of minutes out from getting started. I have a notification on my Discord server. What the heck is this? Community tab. Marie has watched my streams for 1 day, 12 hours in January. Damn. And 14 out of 14. Well, that's good. I'll wait till Marie gets here and then thank her for it, because that's more than I would watch in a month. That's for sure. Order in this timeline, in this game, I'm about to bring order to it, Lifeblood. I said it before, I'll say it again. We're hijacking the canon to end this game prematurely when I am finished with all the things I want to do in it, because I don't have time for this MMO cliffhanger bullshit. We will bring order to Final Fantasy XIV, whether it likes it or not. Oh, man. Well, I see the connection is poor again. I figured that would have been fixed when they did the hot fixes that they just did. They did maintenance, I think, last night to do some hot fixes for the game's glitches and stuff. Oh well. You'll end this project early, please. Yeah, so what's happening basically is there is an entire another expansion after Shadowbringers, and they never provide a definitive, this is the end of the Shadowbringers story. Like they constantly re-roll it into building up for the next X pack in the patch content. They never provide like a definitive, this is an end point, basically. Okay, well they do, but there's enough plot threads that aren't wrapped up in that end point where it's like, okay, there's still stuff to do. So I'm going to make one, basically. I'm going to say, no, fuck this shit. I'm making a definitive end point, whether the game likes it or not. And that'll be happening in probably about 12 streams. Again, that's if things go according to how I think it's going to go in terms of the time here. I have to account for the fact that it might take a little while to get into queue for the dungeons, so if all goes according to what I think it's going to go with the queues, it'll be about 12 streams, and then I'll say, nope, cut. That's it. That's a wrap. It is earlier, because if I didn't end it at that point, we would have had to come back for the next X-Pack, which is Endwalker. And even though I don't have a whole lot of side content I would want to do for that one, that would take another additional 30 streams, and I just don't. I couldn't do it. I just could not do it. Like, we're already going to be going more than over the amount that I normally want to do for projects, because if it goes over about 30 streams for a project, it's like, okay, let's pick this up a little bit. I've got other things to do, you know, and this one's going to go a bit over that. So, you know, we got to fix it so that it doesn't do that to us. Only good thing you got out of this game is the Omega Boss music. Well, I'm glad you found one good positive in it. The music overall, I think, is pretty good. It's just that I have problems with the composer, but we'll talk about that when we get there. For now, I forgot about the fact that the firmament is considered an instance, so I can't stay in there, and it teleported me out when I logged out in there, so I figured I'd just hang out here in the broom. I probably look a little out of place with this stuff, with these war veterans hanging around this fire, but you never know, maybe I can help them get through their lack of eyeballs or PTSD. How you doing, everybody? Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers, the Stream Edition. Last time, after finishing up the 5.0 storyline, we did some side stuff. We started Eden, and then realized that I can't do Eden because my photographic memory prevents me from embellishing enough for all the ether to come back. When I remember the primals, if you were there, you'll understand. If you weren't, don't worry about it. We're not doing the rest of those, as far as I know, unless people in chat want to see the rest of the Eden quest line, which I wouldn't be opposed to, but my plan was to not do it. And now we're moving on, doing some side quests, and then we're going to see if we can figure out what's going on with that big airship that's been moored in Kugane Harbor for 5 months at this point, so... Look, if your game's music is bad, then be prepared for bad game reviews, so of course the music must be decent at least, yeah, so it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, okay, it has to at least be decent. So, in order for it to get a pass, right? Okay, so Lifeblood's vote is no, which I kind of figured. My vote is also no. Cole's vote is yes, and Marie hasn't told me what Marie's vote is yet. So, we shall see. Oh, I have to talk to the practitioners because I get to be the overseer for a day, that's right. Well, let's see if I can help delegate the problems of the firmament to these people. I don't know what problems they could have. This place has basically been in party mode for the past, like, month, but, I mean, it is a big celebration, considering. So. I was going to say, hello, Augubert. Yeah, Francel's away. He's, yeah, trying to get people into the firmament, so gotta help with the paperwork and all that. Okay, what's the big task? Well, actually, you don't have to tell me what the big task is, because if the task needs extra hands, the Temple Knights could always give you some engineers to help with it, you know? Yeah, I don't know what the task is, but I imagine, at the very least, you'll have extra hands. If you need their expertise, then there you go. No problem. I'll catch you later, Augubert. You freeze, I swear to God. I think the lights are just off because it's daytime. I think when it gets to be nighttime, there are, like, lights strung up. So, we'll see. Because we might be here till nighttime doing these quests, so... Yeah, sorry, Lord Francel is out helping people move in, so I can take any questions you have, though. Oh, okay. Specialized machinery not found in Ishgard, you say? Well, actually, about that, I happen to know that the Jill Crozier is importing goods, so they might be able to bring in what you need. We'll just have them special order something. Yeah, I kind of figured that was what it is. And Neldeek Vimelis is in Limsa, so I figured since you guys are from Limsa, you'd want, you know, the home turf advantage. So we'll get it relayed to them. Have fun out there. Like their sense of fashion. It's almost like I had the same sense of fashion with my gathering gear. I'm never gonna get over that dude's, like, neon blue pants over there. Is that a Gala kitten? Hello. Oh, you look a little feisty. What's up, buddy? Do you need to be petted behind the ears? I've been told I give good pets. By Interceptor. Oh, really? Huh. So do you think it wants to help with the restoration of the firmament? Oh, the poor thing, he's hungry. Well, actually, Giberlant is going to be bringing food from the inn, so if it needs food, I can always, you know, give a special order. There you go. Give the kitty some food. Sounds like that calmed him down. Yeah, go keep an eye on it till Gibberlant gets here to feed it. Who else needs the help of the new overseer? The temporary overseer. Oh, is that Hilda? Hey, Hilda! Haven't seen you in forever. You got put on a bus just like Lena did way back in the day. I mean, I've been trying to help out where I can, so. Oh, okay. And what was that? Well, that makes sense. He is a busy guy. Oh, it's all good. I mean, they helped me out. I figured I might as well return the favor. All right, Hilda, take it easy. Lord Francel will probably be here tomorrow, so you can just check in with him then. Okay, Funkerno, how'd I do? We might as well tell him what a good job I did. And there's the man of the hour now, Lord Francel. I am. Was helping out with Funkerno here. Yep. No, it's all good. Everybody burdens me with duties, but I take it in stride, so. Okay, well that's good. That means that we should be able to move people in a little faster. Right. Well, you never know. They might be able to do something with it. Okay, well that's good, because they would need to teach that sort of stuff, because the military uses that education to help track the dragons, or they did when the dragons were a threat. They're not a threat anymore, so. Yeah, I'm familiar with Lord Terracin. I worked on the Moogle quests with him when we were over by Zenith, actually. Well, that's good. See, all that stuff comes full circle eventually. This is why we do the Beast Tribe quests, because they tie into other quests. Yeah, I was here when it was unthinkable. Oh, you guys flatter me. It's no big deal. I mean, I did end a, 1,000-year war, but... See, this is what I'm talking about. This sort of thing where it's like, oh yeah, well the quest is going to end on a high note, and then all of a sudden somebody comes running in that needs help, and it starts the next quest. That's how they structure the main quests now with the patch content, because you'll get to the end and it's like, this is going to end on a high note, and then all of a sudden some cliffhanger thing will pop up to entice you into continuing to play in the next patch. So at a certain point I'm going to be like, not anymore. We'll do these 2 quests that are left though, because they're okay. Eventually they'll unlock something that I wanted to do anyway, so. Noelle, what's going on with your mummy? An Inquisitor? Why would the Inquisitors take your mom away? When did shit in this game end on a high note? Usually in the 0.3 patches it ends on a high note, because you basically finish the storyline of the X-Pack in patch whatever 0.3. So like in patch 3.3 we finished the story of Heavensward, 4.3 we finished Stormblood, and then 5.3 we should be finishing the story of Shadowbringers, but there's enough of those little cliffhangers to entice you to keep playing at the end of 5.3 to where it doesn't feel like a definitive end note, you know? So. Alright, let's go see what's up with the Inquisitors. See if we can help out her mom. The only high note is when this game is over. Oh, believe me, I understand, Lifeblood. I am totally on board with you there. I will be glad when this is over, because then I never have to do it again, and if I want to play a Final Fantasy game after this, I can focus on the single-player ones. The ones that don't require me to spend 150 streams total finishing them up. Can I get to... Yeah, I can get to there from here. Okay. It was 150 total between the, I think, between the A Realm Reborn, Heavensward, Stormblood, and this. Because I think after Stormblood, well, actually, it might be more, because after Stormblood, I think we were in the 120-somethings, so it might end up being like 160 episodes to finish everything I wanted to do with this game. So. So where are they taking this lady, and why are there dragons on the bridge? And also, why are they going to kill them? Don't we have like a peace accord with most of the dragons? Is this like the last remnants of Nidhogg's brood? Is that why these people are trying to kill them? We don't kill people! What do you mean you're... Oh. My dear, your face, it's changed so much. Okay, so you weren't bringing her here to, you know, take her away like the Inquisitors used to. Well, he might have been a heretic. I mean, they did give him dragon's blood. That's why he turned into, well, that. But I thought we didn't do that to these guys anymore. Yeah, we have to put him to trial rather than murder him. So put the weapons away, thank you. So where would you have us take him then, Inquisitor? Okay, well, that's a good sign. Did they force you to drink the dragon blood, or...? Okay, then yeah, that's why, because you followed Isael, and she had all of you partake in dragon blood, but it wasn't done explicitly to kill Ishgardians. It was done to try to forge a pact with the rest of the dragons to, you know, forge an alliance. Okay, well... Yeah, that's usually how dragon blood goes. You usually can't revert once you go one way, you can't go back. Sounds like he's got free reign of the city. I mean, I would. We're trying to forge a peace pact here.
Haha, yeah, it's been 18 months, cheeky smiley face.
It sure has, Marie. Thank you for resubscribing. That is 18 months. That would make you deca-octochromatic, something like that. Thank you for resubscribing. I appreciate it. Welcome back. We're talking to a dragon man on the final steps of faith. You don't have any proof of his wrongdoing, so unless you're planning on trying to belligerently push this through the court system, which has been changed recently, I don't think you're going to have much of a chance with this one. First two are what you'd choose? Yeah, that's fair. There'll be no trouble, Inquisitor. We'll make sure of it. We just have to find a place to put them, that's all. Yeah, hopefully. Again, though, don't know where we're going to take this guy. Well, no, you guys, this is something you'd have to take care of before you moved in, so, you know. Yeah, I was going to say, speaking of which, Ahil Toe and Marcel Oaks, what are we going to do with you? Oh boy. And we could keep a close eye on them so we don't freak out the citizenry, who are probably still a little bit spooked by the idea of dragons walking on two legs. that Inquisitor had a name, this would drag out into some investigation game, which it still might. I mean, yeah, it still might, but he was nameless, so it might actually help us. It might make this go slightly faster as a result. We will see. Going back to the firmament? Yep. Okay. To be fair, taking them to the firmament is probably the best place for them, because most of the people that are over there are people who are pretty well acquainted with the peace accord that we have with the dragons in Ishgard anyway. So, like, the rest of the city is still rebuilding a little bit, as you can see from the broom, but anybody that moved in over here is like, yeah, the dragons are cool. They're fine. Where am I going? St. Royale's Day. Alright. There it is. The opposite side of the firmament. Maybe I should have gone in through the back door. I don't even know where the back door is, to be fair, though. Somewhat hate that you can see something like that due to the fact that the character has a name. Yeah, it kind of gives away the fact that the quest is going to drag out if they have a name like that, doesn't it? You know? It's kind of unfortunate. Thankfully, all of the named NPCs here are either people that we've already helped, which are the people on the left side of the screen right now, or the two that are going to get acquainted with us, which are the ones on the right side of the screen right now. So it might have dragged out a couple more quests, but that's it. Yeah, you guys might need to get reacquainted to city life, especially considering the fact that the city needs to get reacquainted with, well, you. Right. Yeah, so how do we fix this for the family? Well, you know, that makes sense. I mean, it probably runs in the family. Right, you had a daughter to take care of. I don't know if all of you would have, especially, again, since they changed the rules, but the Inquisitor didn't seem to know that, so... It is a tough situation, isn't it? It makes me wonder how long ago he left, though. Has he ever seen his daughter? I mean, he must have seen her at some point, but was she grown up like this when he left? You know? This Dragonette sounds like they've got your number, Marceloix. 100% fair. When was the war? In universe, about 1.5 years ago, like in-game time, basically. So they're still kind of working on reconstructing everything, but it's been a little while. So and we were involved in that war. We actually helped bring it to an end. That was the entirety of the Heavensward X-Pack, which I find to be the best content in this game. So, or some of the best content, anyway. Shouldn't blanket it all, but yeah, it was pretty good. But it's a tough situation, you know what I mean, for people like that, because it's like, well, you know, people were divided completely between the, do we help Ishgard, do we help the dragons, can we just all get along? It was tricky. Probably saw her when she was at least 10. Yeah, I guess that's fair, yeah, because she looks like she's about, you know, maybe 12, 10 or 12 at the moment, so he's probably seen her when she was younger, but not that much younger. They fly with airships, actually, Ahilto, not with anything else. So where do you want to go next? Oh, okay. I guess I asked what their plan is with all these kids here. Mein Spine call? Oh boy. Put a pillow behind your spine. You ready to come into the call? Oh, okay. Yeah, I know Gullenbursty. That's fine. You're all good, Ahilto. I didn't know where your brood was from, but... Well, I did help him and the Mughals with the restoration over there, so... Yeah, that's true. It's tough for them. They have to take the time to change their ways. It takes a little while. Right. It might be easier if I give you a tour, like if we go together, than if you try to just run around like willy-nilly. Put a rock in front of your spine and then lean back. Okay. Ah! Cole's ready to come into the call. Okay, I will bring you into the call. This should accomplish actually nothing. Oh boy. There we go. Oh, hi.
Hello.
So I'm still doing side questy stuff, so if you want to do a roulette while you're waiting for me, because you read faster
Ow.
than me, feel free.
Ow.
What did you do to your spine?
Well, this time I stood up too fast from my desk and I hit my thigh on the wooden side of my desk.
Oh, fun. So why does your spine hurt if you hit your thigh?
I slept the wrong way.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
So, okay, so let me tell you about the current state of my existence since the last time we streamed. I have been calling like a frenetic lunatic to get this goddamn wisdom tooth extraction taken care of.
Yeah.
I have done everything they asked, and finally today, just when I thought it was over, when I could just call into UB and just fucking be done with it, they say that they can't schedule it over the phone, that I have to wait until they call me.
Oh. Good lord, man. What a bunch of bullshit.
Can I just rip my own teeth out?
I wouldn't. What a bunch of bullshit, though.
I've called 7 separate times.
Well, once they get the stuff, I'm sure they'll call you back about it. They don't like holding on to that
Eventually.
stuff, so...
Fucking got the x-rays sent over, got all that other crap taken care of. It's just like, why? I literally just want to schedule this shit.
Yeah, fair enough.
Where the fuck is this tank roll quest?
Which one? level?
Shit, no, it's an Ilmeg.
Yeah, because I was going to say, level 78 and 81 are in Ilmeg, so... See, but this is what I was talking about. It's going to be tough for some Ishgardians because some of them lost family members to people that took Dragon Blood and turned into what Marceloix is now. So it's going to be tough for him. I mean, it'll be a long road for him to be accepted back into the fold, you know? But again, on the opposite side of that, he is also suffering from the Dragon Song War. He is just as much suffering as they are, potentially, because he has to, you know, look like this now. So let's see if we can't carve him out a little spot here, shall we?
Some people are into big dragon people, just not in Ishgard.
Yeah, fair enough. Oyster Confit. I don't think I said that right. Oh yes, Cole is not just old, he is clumsy too. If he's old, what does that make me as the older brother?
Fossilized.
Yeah, that's fair. Called rope on the door method.
I don't think that's gonna work.
Not for wisdom teeth, no. Can finally unmute. Welcome, Marie. We're doing some quests in Ishgard with Marceloix and Ahil Toe here. So did Francel too, and he's accepted. Yeah, that's true. He lost family to the dragons. He hasn't partaken in Dragon Blood, so it's a tough road because some people might be a little bit slower to accept, but I think it'll happen. So, why did you say freeze? I swear to God. So I was talking about it earlier. We only did the first 2 Eden quests, and I said I would put it to an audience vote as to whether or not we should do the rest of the Eden quests. My excuse as to why I couldn't do it was that I had photographic memory, and because I had photographic memory, I couldn't embellish the primals enough to get enough ether to restore the empty. So I basically delegated it out to let Rory, who the first version of Rory, do it, while I came back here to the source and sorted out any problems that were happening over here. So I said I'll put it to an audience vote, though. If people want to see it, we'll do it. It'll just add more time to the stream. So. And Lifeblood said no, and then said freeze, I swear to God, as a result of that, because I said, okay, well, I got Lifeblood's vote, now we just need to get Marie's vote. Does he have
I mean,
a
the
human...
Eden quests are fire, so
Does
my
he have
vote's
a human
towards them.
life expectancy. If you're talking about Marceloix, he's probably going to live longer than most of the Ishgardians. Like, the Ishgardians or Elezen, which are the elves of this universe, they live longer naturally. But he'll probably live even longer because now he has dragon blood in him, so... Yeah, that sounds pretty much like most of the families in the Broom, actually. Well, you did it for what you probably thought was a noble cause back then. Now you just need to, you know, make it better for them. Well, you seem to have opposable thumbs, so you could still be a craftsman. Probably, yeah. We don't have as much time to mull it over as you guys do. So how do we make them understand this? Abstain, don't think he said anything, though. Eden's nice, don't know how much you want to keep playing. Good enough. Eden's quest is good, you can tell, but you don't want to be here any longer. So, compromise for you, though, Cole. We could always do it off-screen.
Pain.
You know, at a different point in time, so that way I can, you know, do it when I'm not running through it with a fine-tooth comb.
Fair enough.
So how can you express your feelings of regret and mourning to your family? Through your crafting. We just need to get you a really big hammer. Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, a neighborly gift would help with that, yeah. Or 2, or 3. Okay, I'll come with you guys. Just tell me what I need to do, and I'll follow. You loved yesterday's Direct. Golden Sun finally gets life again, locked behind a paywall. The first 3 EO games are coming to Switch and Steam. You were happy yesterday. Well, I'm glad. Glad to hear it. I've already taken care of the first Golden Sun, so maybe they'll release the Lost Age and Dark Dawn at some point, too. We'll see. Excuse me. The first 3 EOs, I mean, I'm glad that you got them. I don't know if they're anything I'm interested in at the moment, but maybe at one point. Yeah, oh, it's Franco. Yes, Lord Francel. EO is Etrian Odyssey Lifeblood, so that's what that was. Sorry, I should have elaborated on that. Actually glad Mono doesn't like the game, otherwise you might have ruined it. No, I don't think you would have ruined it. So for me, it's pretty easy to like split up my subjectivity and my objectivity with the game. And a lot of what we've talked about, I feel like, is a mix of both. And I don't think you would have ruined it necessarily because you know, don't have a positive opinion of it. Whatever. We can all have our own opinions on it. It's fine. What can I get for you, Marceloix? Okay. A healing herb and a dye. Okay, well, fair enough. Alright, so I guess I'm getting the dye. 2 pots of cream yellow dye. Got it. Now, he says there it doesn't matter if you make it yourself or purchase it, but I'm pretty sure you can't make cream yellow dye. I'm pretty sure it's only buyable. So, like, I can check. I should be able to make dyes, so it would be in here. Yeah, see? Honey yellow and million corn yellow. So, quest givers, maybe you should rethink the dialogue for this quest so that it doesn't say, hey, you can make cream yellow dye, and it's like, no, you can't. You have to go to this person over here and buy. What? What do you mean? Quest giver, what do you mean? Anyway, how much cream yellow dye did I need? 2. Okay, cream yellow dye is right here. Got it. Alright, let's go give it back to Marceloix so he can dye whatever he is creating with his dragony hands. Let's see. Please emulate Dark Dawn. After seeing how you reacted to the first game, don't think you'll like the third. Okay, fair enough. You liked it, but you're the exception to the rule. I'll keep that in mind. I don't know. I know we'll do the Lost Age. I'm not really sure if we'll do Dark Dawn yet. We'll see. I'll just say we'll see for now, and we'll move from there. Surprised that Metroid Prime gets a remake? Bro, people lost it at that. You're glad Metroid gets such a big upwind. Oh, you can get the cream yellow dye from the vault, too? Okay, gotcha. Yeah, it's nice that Metroid Prime is getting, remade. Because I have it. We had it for the GameCube, but I didn't play it at the time. So maybe I'll have an excuse to play it now. Along with Dread at some point. Which, super unexpected now, Prime remake. People assume the other Prime games get remakes soon and finish it with Prime 4. I mean, that would make sense, right? Because didn't the Metroid announcement have like a 4 in it or something? So then it would be Metroid Prime 4. So that would make sense. Okay, so we're going to have a powwow up there once we're all done. Yeah, Prime Let's Play. We'll get there. We'll get there one day.
One day.
Wait till it comes out on the Switch, and then I'll have a good excuse to get a Switch and play it. So. Okay, I'll go see if I can find Audain and Noelle there. At least Dark Dawn has a cute beast girl. Okay. I'll take your word for it. I don't look at that stuff, though, so it's like... I don't know what to say to that.
That's because you have no taste.
Well, some people would say that, yeah. You call a friend Sal Franco because you've forgotten his name repeatedly. Well, I guess it's a good way to remember it, It's pretty close. Will you ever see a Monster Hunter stream? Possibly. I'm not going to say no to the idea. Because I liked playing... the only Monster Hunter I've ever played is the demo for World. And I enjoyed my time with it, so I'm not going to say no. I don't know when it'll happen.
That's probably going to be another stream that I'm going to have to join on so I can carry his dumbass through the early game.
It's probably true, yeah. So I'm not going to say no. I just don't know when, that's all. Kind of want to wait, because I don't know if Rise...
Damn, just say he has no taste on stream, why don't you? I mean, listen.
World, so.
Listen.
Audain, we're going to have a meeting. Yeah, he's going to give some gifts, so... Well, that's why we're here, to help you out. Yeah, this is the first step anyway, so it's going to take a little while to get used to this, but I understand the problem. This is the toughest part. We'll be there to help you, though. I've gotten that a lot, believe it or not. Well, good. Glad to hear it. I will go give the good news to your husband, Dragon. Say he has no taste on stream, why don't you? Just did. You can join as well. Monster Hunter is a franchise. A bunch of your friend groups just started farming for the Rathalos. Oh, in 14. Okay, gotcha. Cole has the Rathalos, I think. So, he likes that mount. But yeah, I'd
had to bust my ass to get that mount, is what I did.
You have to do the extreme mode, like, what, 50 times or something to do it? I don't remember the exact amount. You had to do the extreme mode, like, what, 50 times to do it or something? To get it? How many carves did you have to do
50 straight runs.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Why is it only Rathalos? It should be more. They only did the one crossover. They probably should do more because everybody liked that crossover in both games from what I understand, so... Makes you upset. Wanted Rathian, but Rathalos is the OG poster monster. Yeah, I actually knew what Rathalos kind of was with no Monster Hunter experience, so... I just had to get used to having these gigantic opposable thumbs and not sticking my claws into everything. So here you go. It's a crossover with World specifically, so how about like Colve or Devil Joe or Zeno? And there you go. I think now I could be wrong about this, but if I remember correctly, the reason why they specifically brought Rathalos was not just because of the marketing value of Rathalos, it also was because the Dragoon quests take you to the place where Rathalos' nest is, because it's like a common place for dragons to go. So they were just like, okay, so what's a Monster Hunter dragon? And they were like, okay, Rathalos, let's just use that. So I don't quite remember, though. It's been a while since I did any of the Dragoon quests. So. Oh. Well, that's convenient. You used to be this guy's neighbor. I guess that'll make it a little easier, because now you can put a face to a name. I don't know if he meant that literally or not, but, you know. Right. We're not trying to belittle the suffering you've gone through. It's just, you know, we all gotta eventually move on here. So accept the gifts, and then we'll move right along. It's not a dragon, it's a wyvern. Oh, there you go.
Dragons are a whole different deal. Mm. Oh god, they're a whole different deal.
In Monster Hunter. Well, they are a whole different deal in Dragon's Dogma as well, and that's the same company, so.
Mm.
You guys should go find a warm fitting room to put that stuff on. Don't do it out here in the cold. So I guess he was a multi-crafter because he made them weaver gear. This is made by weavers. Both of these, actually, are made by weavers. And he made something that I think an alchemist would make, because he made an unguent, which is like almost like a lotion or a cream. Well, good to hear. Yeah, I can't imagine making something like that, like a wool sweater with dragon claws. That would be incredibly difficult. Because you make one false move and you accidentally stick your claw through the whole thing. It's like, god damn it, I gotta sew through that again. I don't know if that's what she's saying, yeah. Well, there you go. I mean, worst comes to worst, if the roof needs repairs, you don't need to hire somebody because you're tall enough to repair the roof by yourself.
Other dragons are not necessarily dragons. You know not that much, Cole, huh?
Oh, in terms of Monster Hunter dragons? Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I don't know anything about World or Monster Hunter's lore, so I couldn't.
Monster ecology is fucking weird.
Mm.
That's all I have to say. It's confusing and weird, but it works.
No, fair enough. I hope that you all will. Matter of fact, I'm sure you will. Yeah, no problem, Marcelox. Let's go end the quest by finding Lord Francel and letting him know the good news. I'm glad that they, paved the streets with some pretty solid rocks around here, because now that they're going to have dragon people walking around, it might, the roads might take a little bit of a beating. Well, Lord Francel, it seems like all's well that ends well. You consider yourself more of a researcher than a hunter? See, I think, honestly, if Monster Hunter had, like, a research role where you weren't just killing the monsters all the time and you could, like, go out in the field and field study them, I think I'd be really on board for doing that. I'd be more of a researcher in the game than a hunter
Jimmy
myself.
continues his lack of need to commit violence on the local wildlife.
My pacifism, yes. On the local wildlife, yes, absolutely. So... Monster ecology is actually interesting. Same, if you have to hunt, you just bust out your switch axe, yeah. I try to, like I said, I would prefer the idea where I'm more of a research role than a hunting role. I'll leave the hunting for when they need people to, like, cull one because it's getting too close to a civilization or something. It's like, okay, I'll just study it. I prefer that part. Well, sometimes all you need is an extra helping hand to give you that chance. So, Oh, he gave Lord Francel some clothing as well. Well, that's good, because the clothing he's been wearing is from Realm Reborn, so he could probably use a wardrobe update. Yeah, there you go. That's more of a... I forget if that's from... if that was added in Stormblood or if that was added in Heavensward, but I don't think it was from a Realm Reborn, so... What have you made for Ahil Toe? There you go. That'll let you see the city a little more. Sounds like a plan, Lord Francel. I will let you know. So
you know, I think my practiced movement has never more evident on Gunbreaker than in this boss fight I'm currently doing against Achaeocene. Listen, I don't know where Max Bailey is on, like, any other class, except for Gunbreaker. Which you may be asking yourself, Cole, it's the same thing every time. Well, my brain is weird. I know exactly where to stand and how far I can be with every single skill on my bar. Oh, shit.
Well, that's from practice, so... Thanks, Marcelox. I will keep it in mind and in heart.
Oh, shit.
Having fun with Achaeocene.
I'm doing my best. Oh, this might hurt.
Heart of Stone?
He just might make Sprite.
So the main thing that's going to do is it's going to unlock additional quests with Ahil Toe here. But we need to give Ahil Toe a chance to look around the city first before we let them, you know, see what they need in terms of that stuff. So I'll give them a chance to look around. In the meantime, I mentioned last time that they were going to have a celebration back in Kugane for Master Musosai. So let's go check that out, shall we? I also need to equip my samurai gear. So, slash gears, set, change, 14? Yes, it's the 14th one, okay. I have a whole bunch of other classes in my, my gear set bar here. I can even show you. But Machinist I'm using, it's not canon. I'm using it to get tomestones. Botanist I'm using to do the Katari quests. And Alchemist I'm using to do the Dwarf quests. Which are all things that we're not going to cover on screen, basically. So, yeah, those are non-canon. I'm just using them because Machinist is my lowest level job, so I figured, whatever. I'll just use that to get tomestones. Alright, so let's go check in on what they're going to do for Master Musosai. No offense, but you stop being a pacifist once you see the B-52 Dragon Bomber. Well, yeah, it sounds like that's a pretty threatening thing. Yeah, because it's necessary. The guild's very careful when it comes to overhunting. You do it because it's close to a village or overpopulating, etc. Yeah, see, I prefer when it's like that and stuff, and it's not just like, oh, well, go hunt them because they're in your way, you know. So. Unless
it's Devil Joe. Those things are kill on sight no matter what.
Yeah, well, they probably have deemed themselves enough of a threat. So. Overhunting and poaching.
Devil Joes on the regular just destroy ecosystems.
Okay.
Literally.
Yeah. People that break the Hunters Guild rules tend to disappear. That's not ominous. That's what the lore says. We overhunt legendary monsters on a daily basis because game. Yeah. Yeah, game mechanics. That's the part, yep. Makoto, good to see you again. Oh, okay, yeah, we should probably, you know, even though he's up in the sky somewhere now, we should probably let... Actually, he's under the earth because he's in the live stream. But we should let him know we beat Ugetsu. That was the one thing that he was the most upset about before he died. Before I killed him with my own hands. Okay, I'll meet you there. I actually went back and watched my own samurai quests from Stormblood before this episode, just so that I could remember the exact details of what I did and did not do. And I most definitely murdered Master Musosai. He was like, nope, I've taught you that you can't suffer the evil that I have caused in the world to exist, and now I am telling you I'm admitting to all of my sins, so you must kill me. And then I was like, okay, and I actually did it. To the protestations of other people. To the protestations of other people, too. They were like, no, you shouldn't kill him. He's a good man now. And I was like, yeet. Devil Joe's considered the world eater? Okay. So yeah, I guess that would, make sense that you want to kill that. Oh, he's probably putting on another
What?
show. Okay.
What? Okay.
Okay, I'll meet you in the Silver Bazaar then, Makoto.
Okay.
Yes, right out here. This, by the way, is one of the quests that you unlock for finishing Shadowbringers. You unlock level 80 quests, for all of the jobs that you have unlocked and that you've done all of the older quests for. We won't be doing the other ones right now. I'm going to save those for probably the final episode because they are pretty much like bookends in terms of the way that the quests go. So because they're such a bookend, I'll use them for my own bookend, as in bookending the entire playthrough.
Essentially, the more hungry a Devil Joe gets, the more dangerous it gets.
And they're always hungry. I don't actually know that.
You are correct. Joes are always hungry. However, that doesn't mean they're always starving.
Yeah, well, true. Due to his extremely high metabolism, Joe's always hungry and on the hunt, and he's nomadic due to completely eating everything in a large area. Fair enough. He will eat you. You aren't even a snack for that thing. Please do the Dark Knight quest. You actually cried horribly at that one. I am planning on it. It is going to be the final quest that we do for this playthrough. So, there are people in samurai clothing here? Did they all come to pay their respects? Huh. Well, only one way to find out.
Or to murder you. One of the two.
I hope not. I still haven't unlocked all my skills on this class. I hope there's no battles in this quest, or I'm gonna fucking die. I don't think there is, though. I'm pretty sure they don't have any battles in these level 80 quests. They're basically just, like, closure quests, so... We defeated your most Sith Lordy student, Master Musosai. The Devil Joe evolutionary line dates back to the time of the birth of the Elder Dragons, which is the current theory as to why he has dragon energy. Okay. Yeah, that would make sense then if he's like... I don't know if that would make him a descendant of the Elder Dragons. Again, I don't know Monster Hunter ecology, so I couldn't say. But at the very least, if he dates back to that point in time, that means that his evolutionary line is ancient, so they would have some sort of ancient power. Something like that, you know? Well, I hope if it's trouble, you've got this, Makoto, or I'm going to be auto-attacking this stuff to death. Level 80 Scholar was the best bookend. Convince you otherwise. You've been waiting for that ending since Heaven's Ward. Yeah, and we'll be doing that one as well. Probably the second to last quest. I'd have to look at my notes. Hang on, I'll look. While we wait for... I remember this guy. This is the bodyguard guy that was on the ship. I don't remember his name, but he was a bodyguard. Yeah, so we're going to do the Summoner quest, then the Scholar quest, then the Dark Knight quests, in that order, for the final episode, so... Man. Little upset by the idea of people dressing like Master Musosai. Where's he going?
Bulls! Bulls!
Let's hope that doesn't come into the Alliance raids. They already did Nafika's tits. Did they even have Naldenthal yet in the Alliance raids?
Yeah, they did.
Oh, okay.
Their theme is fire.
Listen, as long as they didn't give them, like, giant dicks or something, I think we're okay.
No, but there is a mechanic that makes reference to this.
Oh, okay. Fine.
Orbs.
Oh.
So many fucking orbs.
So that's what they mean when they say Thal's balls. Okay. Fair enough. So what do you do now, since you're not a bodyguard anymore? Ostergrein is his name, but I wouldn't know that off the top of my head. It's been 30 levels. Yeah, I remember you. You sell toad oil now? You know that you're not going to make any money, right? Blue mages can literally create that from thin air for free.
A man is trying.
I guess, but it makes him sound like he's a snake oil salesman now, which isn't much better. Yeah, so what was with the other samurai? Are you the grave protector now, the grave keeper? Yeah, about that. He kind of died. Whoops. Well, I don't know if that makes them false. I think it just means that they're inspired by what the tales have told them. Yeah. You know, you don't need to...
How many more quests do you have to do, by the way?
This is the last one before I start Ravenaster, so...
Fair enough.
But remember, I'm a slow reader. Actually, about that, usually I do take on pupils, and to be fair, if you want to go to the Doman Enclave, I still help them with sword techniques over there, but... I'm really, really busy, man. I'm balancing two worlds, the fate of two worlds on my shoulders at the moment. Oh, that's true. You could always go see the Sekisegumi. They can teach you. Okay, good. Yeah, it's probably Momozygo. So maybe we should go see him for old time's sake. Alright then. I'll meet you guys back in Ul'dah. Because I'm going to walk with you, but because of the way that quests like this work, I'm not going to walk with you. It's not going to teleport me back. So I'll just teleport back myself. You like his style? Yeah, with the cowboy hat on top of the samurai uniform? Yeah. It's an interesting way of doing things, I suppose. Elder Dragons are Elder Dragons due to two reasons. One, their evolution is completely untraceable, and two, they're very powerful, as in changing the local climate. Yeah, that would make them very strong then, yeah.
I think my favorite part about Monster Hunter ecology is that they do their best to give scientific explanations for certain specific things that monsters do, and then in other cases they just straight up say it's magic.
That sounds like Capcom. Sometimes they will go very in-depth, and sometimes they will not. It just depends on their whims. You love those quests? And the community had a vocal minority that straight up said some of the level 80 quests shouldn't have had happy endings, that any villains should have had any kind of peace. Uh-huh. Okay. Okay, look, he's got my Heavensward haircut. I wonder why. Until I showed up and beat his ass. Still can't believe it. I'm pretty sure he took it easy on me. Tip's hat. He knows I'm here. What's a magic example for the monsters call in Monster Hunter?
Let me think.
Yeah, do you remember one?
Well, of course, now that I say it, I don't fucking remember any of them.
That's usually how it goes, yeah. That's fair. He didn't give me a choice. I had to murder him. That's true, though. He was actually pretty tough. And he was an old man who was dying of some unknown illness anyway, and he still almost kicked my ass. Although, if I remember right, yeah, I didn't actually, like, straight up murder him. I had excised his evil using the katana techniques. And he died peacefully, knowing his sins had been forgiven. Yeah. So, there you go. Because such evil cannot be suffered.
Actually, wait. I do have an example of the fucking magic.
Okay.
Maybe this was explained, maybe not. The fucking black hole that, White Fatalis opens up when you first fight it.
Oh, okay. There you go. That does
What's
seem like
another
something
one?
that magic would do. Yeah, no, this is a really good way to remember Master Musosai, to kind of give you a this is how far you've come with this type of a deal, so. I enjoy this one. I enjoy all these level 80 quests, to be honest, so. Oh, okay, so you even found purpose when you went to Kugane. That's good. What's the name of this style of storytelling, by the way? There's a style of storytelling in Japan that's like an ancient art, and I don't remember what it's called, but this is like an homage to it, and I forget what it is. It's like theater, basically, but instead of it, like you're in a theater-style setting, but there's no props or anything, and there's one storyteller. They sit on not a futon, but like a cushion, and they just tell the audience a story while sitting there for an hour or two, basically. I don't remember what it's called, though. I definitely know what it is, but I don't remember what it's called. Well, I do have some new adventures to be told, but to be completely honest with you, I had a near-death experience and haven't been able to reconnect to my samurai crystal since then, but I can tell you all about the adventures I had with my knives. And they're all good, and yes, people think that the bad characters don't deserve anything in this life but bad things. Bruh, do any of these idiots remember Fordola's arc? Evidently not, or they wouldn't be wishing death on her.
Sheesh.
Isn't she involved in the Summoner quest, if I remember correctly? I'm pretty sure she's in the Summoner quest, so we'll see her again. I think the only one we won't see is Lise, because she's in the Monk quests, and I can't do those now either. But she shows up in the main story, so that's okay. Yeah, this is the kind of story I can't really make up, Momozygo. I hope it will. Use the information for what you will. Yeah, it was good to see you guys again. I'm sure you will, Astergrind, and when you do, I'll be at the Doman Enclave. Not waiting for a challenge, because again, I currently have no idea if I'll ever wield the sword properly again, but, you know, unless it's a great sword. But I'm glad that my adventures have given these people some purpose. I think you will. We have done a little bit of slicing since then, haven't I? Sounds like a plan, Momozygo, although at the rate I'm going, there won't be too many more tales to tell. Oh, talking about her Stormblood and post-Stormblood arc. She did, in fact, regret getting an artificial echo. Yeah, they made a pretty big deal out of it, if I recall correctly, so. I think I'm making a big deal out of it. Let's go give Master Musosai a little speech, because I have a plan for what I'm going to do with the Soul Crystal that he gave me. And since I can't actually do the action in the process of, you know, doing this, I'll just tell all of you. I'm going to bury my Samurai Soul Crystal at his gravesite, so that the circle is complete. I don't know when I would be able to fight Tsukiyomi solo to re-unlock it, but I feel like at some point someone will need this Soul Crystal. And when they do, it would be better to leave it in a spot like that than try to hold on to it forever. So let's go give it to his gravesite, and then delete my samurai gear set forever. Hell, you never know. Ostergrind might eventually decide he wants to take on the teachings, because the Soul Crystal has much to tell, so. Well, Master, I've gone to other worlds and excised the evil in those worlds now. I don't know how proud of me you'd be for doing it, considering I didn't do it with my sword, but To be fair, from what I've seen, the largest wounds, the greatest evils in this world are not something that I can solve with sword in hand anyway. It's going to take a lot more than that because the sins of war still haunt the people of Doma. And I can't fix that by fighting people. Eventually, we're going to have to put the swords down because as long as we keep adding to the idea of the war equation, as long as we keep fighting each other with swords in hand, we will never be free of the things that haunt their dreams and nightmares. So I'm going to give you this soul crystal back. I will continue to excise evil the way that you taught me, but eventually I'm going to have to find a peaceful way to do it. Don't know how I'm going to do it yet, but I will try to find a way. Hopefully that was good enough. It was completely off the cuff. Let's go back to Kugane, shall we? Because now I want to know what the hell's been going on with that airship that's been moored in the harbor for 6 months. Maybe somebody around the area will be able to tell me what's been going on with that thing. That one over there. All the way over there. If you remember correctly, it's because the general power level of the Fatalis is amplified with the combination of Dragon Lightning, including his aging, with grander knowledge, means that he does what you believe is a weather phenomenon that are concentrated clouds blacking out the sun or the moon, whatever, which creates the iconic black hole. So there is an explanation, it's just very detailed. And can practically be considered magic, but, you know, by some people who aren't as versed in weather phenomena. Sam I am, says the achievement. Not for much longer, streamer says. That's true. Don't believe it's ever explained properly due to the lack of knowledge we have. Yeah, and that's fair. I forget what the saying is, where it's like, if you don't have a solid enough explanation, it could be misinterpreted as magic or something. Like a solid enough scientific explanation.
True. Magic is just science we can't explain.
Oh, it's going to be a long night. I mean, she's not wrong. It would actually be a very short night, because I would get tank bustered immediately and die, even in level 80 gear. So, Kaiten, you're the master of the markets. Do you know anything about that airship that's been up there? They've come here for, you know, refueling and for supplies, but are they ever planning on coming down? Oh, okay. Who is the young maiden? I feel like I've seen someone like her before. I don't know if I've seen her specifically, but I feel like I've seen someone like her before. Oh, you're another one of the correspondents. Okay, well, I haven't seen... I was referring to the correspondent in the Mithril Eye, but I guess she's in jail, so... Have we met a Murala? Like, the Murala family at all? I don't recall. If she was in Aleapo, it would make sense, because we've met Aleapos, but... I don't think so? Maybe the quest will tell me. Muji, yeah, we met Muji. Okay, there we go. She was assigned to the Botanist Guild. I've met Muji through Rory, basically. She's an acquaintance of a friend, essentially. Oh, how did you know I was going to be here, exactly? Maybe she's a very good reporter. Or maybe she saw me come in to talk to the Sekisei Gumi about Master Musosai's funeral. If you know how to do it with blue, yeah, that's true. You can solo Tsukiyomi with blue mage. It just, I think if I recall correctly, the fight takes a long time, so I was like, whatever. It's absurdly long, though. The hell is a solar eclipse before science? People believe that we're the gods for one reason or another. Yeah, that's true. So in that world, there is no magic, yep. Oh, fair. It just seems mystical, you know what I mean? Because we don't have a scientific explanation for it, so people attribute it to mysticism, even when it's not.
That's true.
But that depends on if there's mysticism in the world of Monster Hunter. I don't actually know that, so, you know.
God almighty, I have to fucking clean up my inventory.
So who's this Alma person? Oh, do you still need the level 78 materials, by the way? For
I don't think so.
Culinarian? I gave you some, so... I have the extras just in case you need them, but if you don't need them, then there you go. And if you're still waiting for something to do, you could always do the level 78 quest while we're in queue, or the level 78 deliveries while we're in queue.
True.
That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do the level 80 quests, so while we're in queue. Because from what I understand, the queue for these is going to be really long. Because it's not normal content that people are doing right now. And we need to fill up the slots with like 20 other people. Okay, can we start at the beginning, though? Who's your father? Where is he, and why is he in trouble? Let's slow down and turn off the waterworks. So where are we going? So the name of it's a theater barge rather than just a normal airship, so it's
A theater
the Prima
barge.
Vista. You guys have those in Garlemald, right?
Yeah.
It's
They're
probably-
not usually this extravagant.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's probably been a while since there's been one like that around there, though. Something
Most of them
tells
have
me,
to be equipped like most warships.
Something tells me Varys and Xenos aren't big fans of the fine arts.
Yeah. Right bastards.
You want. Don't know what you want, but I hope you get it. Haven't explained it yet, as Elder Dragons are very rare and practically unkillable by most hunters. Must remind you that you are a player, so you are Mr. Exceptional. Yeah, that's true. Being the protagonist comes with a bunch of perks, doesn't it?
This is true.
Lena, Alma, we heading to the Prima Vista? I mean, I guess that's fair. They're fairly trustworthy now, but if you haven't been down here for anything other than food runs, I can understand. Okay, sounds like a plan. So the airship landing in Kugane doesn't work like a traditional airship landing. What it actually does, instead of taking you to other parts of the world, is it takes you onto and off of the Prima Vista only. So, which I guess makes sense, because even, from this airship landing, traveling to, Eorzea from here would take months, even on an airship, so... No, it's fine. I mean, it's not like I gotta worry about the Garleans. I've taken down enough Garleans at this point to where if you guys decide to ambush me, I think I'll be okay. Plus, Alma doesn't look like the kind of person who'd be ambushing anybody. Not in that dress. Stretch break, Cole?
Yep.
Fair enough. I should take a hydration break, actually. Oh, by the way, I should mention, if you're a big fan of the Ivalice Alliance, that is Final Fantasy Tactics or Final Fantasy XII, or even Vagrant's story, these quests will scratch an itch for you, because there are references all over the place to any and all of those games, so... More
All
of a
of them.
tactics reference than anything else, but there are some 12 references, and I think there's at least one Vagrant story reference, so... Actually, I keep the dirk at my waist. I don't have to stick it in my pants. That would be very uncomfortable. No known Imperial spies, you say? Well, I've heard some stories about, the fine arts that they have in Garlemald, despite what the Empire says nowadays. Okay, fair enough. When she says the late Emperor, she means the one that Varys, I think it was Varys' grandfather, if I recall correctly, but basically the one that he killed to get into power. Was a big patron of the fine arts, and then Varys came into power, and, well... yeah, Solus
Varys was like, ayo.
Solus was a big fan of the fine arts, which makes sense because Solus was Emmett Selk, and Emmett Selk was kind of pompous, so,
Tiny bit.
He would be a big fan of the fine arts, wouldn't he? Yeah, that sounds about right for Garlemald in the present day. It does make me wonder, though, because these quests were written before they knew Emmett Selk was going to be Solus. Like, they didn't have that written down in the story yet. So did they have that written down somewhere? Was that their plan, even though he's, an Ascian? Or was it something else? Was Solus going to be some other person at this point? Don't understand, dude. You were nerding out with someone in a party once. We wasted like 5 minutes just nerding out before the third boss of the next raid you're gonna do. Someone asked in chat, I'm glad for you guys, but can we start? Oh, you were main tank. Oh shit, sorry. Whoops. Like how the Delta Scape is... Oh yeah, just like how the Delta Scape is gone, but you can still do it. Yeah. Yeah, it's a mechanical thing in that case, you know? So... And I'm guessing more than a few of them decided to compromise, huh? Oh. Well, that's very bold of him. Is this your father? Must be, then. The Zodiac Brave story, huh? I wonder if that gave anybody PTSD after the Aram Reborn relic quests.
Everyone screaming internally.
Well, that's good. Sounds like he did his job. Oh. Okay, well, so they wouldn't admit to fault, so they just fucked with the company. God, I hate all this Imperial red tape.
I know, right?
Not a wonder you left.
Escaped.
That's true.
Technically.
Technically
Captured on
speaking,
purpose. That's a better way to put it.
Yeah, technically speaking, escaped is a closer way of doing it. Oh, hey, Sid. Good to see you. You finally got through all the paperwork from the Omega project? That's why I didn't want to do these at the same time as Omega, by the way, because then Sid would be in 2 places at once, on the opposite side of the planet, so, you know. And as far as I know, he can't ether travel because he's Garlean, so he wouldn't have that ability.
No wonder he built the goddamn airship.
He needed to get places faster, and he didn't know a better way. I guess he could use a booster, but, you know. Not everybody has the ether, the innate ether to do that.
But those things got really nasty side effects.
But not the one you're using, apparently.
I'm built different.
You also built it yourself, so that probably helps a little bit.
Tiny bit.
Almost sounds like he inspired you to defect, Sid. Like he was a guiding beacon for you. No, Sid is from here. We went to a different area on this planet for the Omega raids, and he was a part of the Omega raids. Basically, I came back to the source, which is different from the first. The first is the world we went to for Shadowbringers story. The source is where we did the Omega stories, and now we're doing this one. It's also where all the other X-Packs before this happened is in the source. The first is new to Shadowbringers, so I should have made that mention before. That's my bad. Me too, Cole. Then I killed my older Realm Reborn weapon to skip to the first step of the Heavens Ward relic. Bruh. Whoops.
Up you.
Yeah, well, I don't know. The popularity seems to be changing people's minds pretty quickly, Sid. I've heard some good things from Maxima lately. Yeah, true. I know I would. That's why I'm here. I would, in fact, make for a poor adventure were I to shy from adventure, but I don't feel like that's a good idea to say now because adventure takes many forms, and some of them don't involve killing things. So let's just say Alma's a damsel in distress, and we'll help her. It's very misogynistic to say, but, you know, I'll say it anyway. Not a problem, young lady. We'll find your dad yet. Yeah, it's probably a good idea, actually, because I don't know where he would be. We need to get some clues, gang.
Get up and search for clues, gang.
Did he call the successor to this story Revenant Wings by any chance? No, wait, that's a different game.
God damn it.
Yeah, it was an entirely new world for Shadowbringers, yep. So, they had made mention of other worlds in previous X-Packs, but it was entirely built just for that story. So, well, I would turn my back on a damsel in distress very fast. Daphne and I will search the bedroom.
God Damn.
Shaggy, you go with Velma and Scooby to search the kitchen. Like, thanks, Fred. The kitchen's my favorite. Sorry, I can't do a good Shaggy voice. Or a good Fred voice, for that matter. Oh, okay, so that was the Zodiac Brave story. The birth of the Kingdom of Ivalice. Maybe that's where he went then. Maybe he went in search of Ivalician relics or murals or something like that. And who would that guy be? Well, if you played Tactics, you're probably screaming it at the screen at this point. But I did not play Tactics because you needed to basically do a college dissertation in order to understand the mechanics. So, yeah. And I'm not really big on strategy RPGs anyway. So, gonna go make dinner. All right, Marie, sounds like a plan. Go make some dinner.
Hell yeah.
Am I challenging you? I don't know. Have you played Final Fantasy Tactics? Because if you have, then you might know what this stuff is all about. I know who they're referring to, but only because I look at the plot synopsis for Tactics. So. Yeah, and was there any information missing? Because if there was, maybe that's where he went. Well, we need some details, young lady. Yeah. So do you think he went to Ivalice to try to figure this stuff out? Yeah. Well, that's fair. Well, Dalmasca was a landmark in the Ivalician records, so that makes sense. If you're talking about the Scions, their lifeblood, they were also from the Source. In terms of the final boss fight, he summoned them from any old world, all over the place. They could have been from the Source, the Second, the Third, any of those. But basically, he summoned a total of 7 other people from any of the shards, any of the 14 or the 13 shards and the Source. Any of those he could summon them from. So. What kinds of crystals? Let's take a look. That looks like auracite. Yeah, well, it is auracite, actually. Maybe I should get one of the Charlians to analyze it. Of course, they'd have to get to the other side of the planet to analyze it, so... Well, you never know. Sometimes, those sorts of things, those fairy tales are based in a few truths, Sid. No, I wouldn't be shocked if the auracite did speak to him. Auracite is very magically attuned, so if it was if it had a lot of magic attuned to it, then it might have literally spoke to him, like from the life stream. Unless it was possessed by a spirit of some kind, or a void scent. So you think the auracite might have... Anybody else see that next to the control panel? Somebody sticking their foot out occasionally? If that's a foot. I don't actually know. Oh, that's one of the engineers. Never mind. I was going to say, is that somebody in hiding? No, that's somebody typing on a console on a lower level. I mean, it's definitely possible that your mother was actually talking to him because, again, the magic of the auracite is from the life stream, so... It could have been. Or it could be something possessing the auracite and speaking to him. Oh, something answered him? Okay, that could be a bit of a different explanation then. Yeah, that one will take a little explaining. Connection's bad. Have I dropped any frames? Let's see. I have not actually dropped any frames yet, so hopefully it stays that way. Who is this broad? Ramza.
A bell end.
That's pretty much all his character is, yeah. This is Ramza, Alma's brother.
Ramza is one of those characters where I imagine Rory throwing him overboard at least twice during the quest for comedic effect.
I can see it. He's basically what I would consider to be a traditional Garlean. He talks...
I.e., he's racist.
He talks like that. Yes, he's very racist against other people. He thinks that they're better than everyone else. Nazi! He's a Nazi! There you go. Is it me or is the game fucking with you? Oh, the video quality's garbage? Yeah, I haven't dropped any frames and my bitrate is still where it was, so it might be you, Lifeblood. Try refreshing and see if it makes any difference. Because it might. Unlike you, Ramsa, who seem to be judging me by a book cover here. Oh, he's not done with the paperwork. He was taking a vacation. He was trying to get away from Jesse. That's hilarious.
God damn it, Sid.
Oh, really? Huh. Oh, the Empire left traps there? Oh, Jesus. Well, that could be a problem. Thankfully, I have been well versed in the Empire's traps, so I might be able to fix that. Okay, well, even though Rams is kind of a dickhead, at least he gave us a lead.
To the bell end.
True. Well, Sid, good luck with the rest of the paperwork.
Sid just trying to get a fucking bank.
Just his link pearl starts ringing, it's just Jesse in his ear. Where the fuck are you? So, Ramza, you seem to have all the info around here. I'll ask you where we're going. Well, that's good of you, I think. He wants to depart to a city fallen, so let's see where we're going. I am well versed at falling for traps, Master Gullible, Mr. Gullible. Well, that's true, but at least that means someone else won't get hit by them. There are genuinely traps in this next raid, though, so I might fall into a couple of them.
And I will laugh.
That's true. As you should. Yeah, like you said, it's over by Nagshia, right? Which is actually pretty close to Bosnia, if I recall correctly. It's like a tri-state area, basically. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Do they have big exit signs next to them?
Wouldn't surprise me.
Well, at the very least, we'll be able to get there. I've heard that sometimes if airships go over Dalmasca, they'll end up in Yagd, like that one time when we were in Yagd trying to get to, what was that, the Weeping City? I think that was the one where we had to basically delay it by an entire patch cycle because there was a new Alliance raid out. We will all laugh. The job of chat is to make fun of the streamer in the event of misfortune of any kind. Like I said, as you all should. As is your right. I am okay with this. Oh, Cole, are you are you working on getting Rabanastre unlocked, or?
Yes.
Okay.
And unlike Jimmy, I've done these quests, so I can skip all the goddamn cutscenes.
It's true.
God, there's a lot of fucking cutscenes.
They do have a lot of cutscenes in that first quest, don't they?
Yeah, just a few.
Yes, you're God-given right. I am going to tank this first one, actually. My plan usually when I do Alliance raids is I will tank one of them, heal one of them, and DPS one of them. So this one's going to be the one I tank. I'm probably going to DPS the next one, and I'll heal the last one, because I actually kind of like healing the last one, because it's very hectic. So, like, the last one is probably, honestly, my favorite dungeon that we're doing in the entirety of this X-Pack, so. We'll see if I remember it correctly, though, because I've only done these once. So I don't remember any of the mechanics.
Fun!
So basically, Cole's going to have to scrape me up off the floor a few times.
multiple times.
Okay, there you go. So basically, you're going to treat her like a traditional damsel in distress then, and be misogynistic and not let her come with you. All right,
What a
Ramza.
bellend!
All right, Ramza, fair enough. Don't let the ocean hit you on the way down. The more times that Cull has to scrape me up off the floor, the better. It's true.
Throwing him overboard.
I mean, it's basically a sand sea. Hey, look, there was an oasis back there. So on our way back, just yeet!
Oh no, I threw Ramza overboard. Oh, the humanity.
Hmm. It's almost like going back to Ul'dah. Feels like a home away from home. Even though it's, you know, an Empire-made death trap at the moment.
Yeah.
Oh, really? So there was a settlement underneath it? Well, that would track. There is an old town. Lassalia, huh? They seem to have things in the opposite order in this game, because Lassalia, if I recall correctly in Final Fantasy Tactics, was built on top of old Rabanastre, because Final Fantasy XII took place before Tactics, like 1,000 or so years before Tactics, and so they built Lassalia on top of Rabanastre. So, Ramza, we're here to help you, dude. You don't have to be a dickhead to everybody. Ramza, are you even listening to me? You tell that asshole, Lena. Beat his ass. It's true. It's her job. Should I leave you two alone? Something seems amiss. I sense an energy signature that I've never felt before, but it still feels pretty strong. Oh, you guys have an army of adventurers? Well, good. I'll summon up Rory, and then we'll just add them to the army. Is that why they were moored in Kugane for so long? They had to recruit people? I guess so. You aren't even human, Rory. Why do you care? At the moment, Rory is an auspice. So... When do we kill them, brother?
No.
Not now, because apparently they're biding their time. They're waiting for us to tucker ourselves out by going through a 24-man raid.
You may know who these are.
I do know who these are, because I've played 12 before. If you haven't, don't worry. I'm sure they'll have a good enough time to introduce themselves eventually. Okay, and that allows the royal city of Rabanastre to be accessible. Again, this one is a 24-man raid, so we need to recruit a total of 22 other people using the Duty Finder in order to get into this one. So that might take a little while.
Please hold.
Okay, I will hold. I'm actually going to leave the airship because while we wait for this really, really long queue, probably, from what I understand, I asked on the daily thread on the Final Fantasy XIV Reddit, and I got a few answers, but most people said it would take at least 20 minutes to get into this. So, but while we do that, I will basically be heading back and doing some of the other side quests we need to do, so that way I'm not just sitting here waiting. Because the more of the side quests we do, the faster we can finish this game. Oh, are you getting a glamour together?
Yes.
Ah, fair enough.
Just don't look at what class I'm using. It's spoilers.
Okay, so maybe you should be invite me to party then when you're ready. So that
Oh,
way,
accept a party invite once it's done.
Yeah, but I have to look at the class list in order to invite you to a party, and that means I'll see your class.
Fair enough.
So, you know.
Just doing a quick crystalline conflict. This will take no more than 5 minutes.
Okay.
Thank God PvP in this game is so goddamn fast.
Yeah, it's a lot faster now than it used to be, that's for sure. So. Well, in the meantime, let's go up to the Crystalline Mean. We'll start on the level 80 quests up here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the ones that Cole is not participating in for right now while we're waiting for Ravenaster, and then once we're into the next one and we're waiting for the next Alliance raid, I'll be doing the ones Cole is participating in, along with finishing out the quest lines here. Because once you do all 5 of the level 80 quests here, you unlock a separate quest as a reward. So. Yes, you do in fact get a quest as a reward for doing other quests. It's kind of ridiculous. Anyway, start here. Well, good to hear, Iola. Sure, I'll go visit Eisman then. So where did he go? Did he, Oh, fair enough. I'll go speak to him then, Iola. Sounds like he's over at the Bois, which would make sense because you'd need to go to the Bois to get all the stuff you need for celebration. Oh, I should mention to you that I'm tanking this one. I think I mentioned it,
Okay.
but just mention it again so that way you can decide what you want to do. Because you can either DPS or heal, it doesn't matter because it'll just make our queue shorter.
Fair enough.
Eisman, Iola said I should check in with you. What kind of a favor? Preparation for the celebration? Is that the favor? She's very perceptive. Oh my god. I don't think that, I was gonna say, I don't think that's gonna work. Okay, so what's the item? Oh. Yeah, I could see how that would be a problem, yeah. Walden. I feel like I've heard of this Walden before. Of course, he has interest involved. Oh, this is the Porksy from the Numu that we helped out before. Yeah, we can't get the gift that we need because the guy is asking for interest. Maybe a little pixie magic can help us out? When pigs fly, yep, they've been flying in this world for a little while, actually. He did, in fact, demand more from us, yes. A little pixie magic is in order. The Numu are going to teach him a lesson. Maybe not like that, Kalana.
Not quite so nonsensical.
We don't need to batter him and make him bloody. You did make this joke before, yeah. I remember it. So what's the idea, Nemarn? So you want me to make a fake? Okay, I can do that. A very convincing fake. Sounds like a plan. You'd love to? I think Kalana would love to teach this man a lesson in violence, but if we make a forgery and then switch it using some pixie magic, it'll probably work out okay. Alright, an enchanting ring, and this needs to be the highest quality we can make it. Got it. I can do that. Ooh, an excellent. Very nice. And that'll take care of all of that for me. So, just venerate, and do this. And then do this. And do that. Easy. Yeah, these ones don't take a whole lot of effort because they're basically like I've already got all the gear to max my level as a crafter, so it's like these are pretty paltry. Yeah, just hammer smash him carefully, yeah, so that way he won't bleed all over the Crystarium floor. Thank you, Eisman. This was pretty simple, actually. Not nearly as difficult as all the cooking I did before. Gonna swap it out. Oh, okay, fair enough. Just like that, it's a little pixie magic. Trust me, they're very thorough. Alright, I'll meet you guys there, which is actually just down the stairs here, so... I guess I'll meet Eisman there. Still in the crystalline conflict, Cole?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oof.
So, this Walden gentleman. Let's see if he'll take our ring for the other ring. Yeah, I think I've seen this guy, actually. Although I'm not sure if we saw him on screen during the Goldsmith quest, or if I just remember seeing him off screen because I started the dwarf quests and he's involved at the beginning of those. So. Oh, you meant the ring? Okay, yeah. The guy deserves something worse than a hammer, and it sure as hell is not careful.
Alright, I'm ready.
Okay. Just, once I get... Well, just invite me to a party, and once I get out of the cutscene, I'll go into it.
You got it.
Take a look at this ring. Actually, Walden, you might be pretty impressed with this one. Yeah. Because this one is something shiny, and something that shimmers. Now that's a face only a mother could love. Yeah, it's the craftsmanship.
Craftsmanship.
And thus, Walden did his first bartering deal of his life. It will probably also be his last.
Is it because he's about to die?
No, but he's about to be enveloped by pixie magic, so... There ain't much of a future for him.
Oh no!
Maybe it's better if you don't know, Eisman. But it's pixie magic, so... Is he now a golem? He might be a leaf man pretty soon, depending on how thorough Niemarn was.
Imagine he's just a fucking leaf man that's just standing in the Crystarium forever. Every time you leave the penance, he's just sitting there, staring at you.
Judging me.
Ultimately.
You did this to me! Well, there you go. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. We should probably make sure that we wrap that ring up before Iola gets here, so it's a surprise. Look at that. We even invited all of her customers to help celebrate with us. It's a good thing this isn't a psychology clinic, or this would be breaking patient-client confidentiality. Did you invite me to a party? Because I didn't see the invite.
Oh. Let me do that real quick.
It might be because I was in a cutscene and I didn't see it, though.
Social. Friends.
Actually, I think it will be able to do you one better, Iola. Just don't have a panic attack when we hand it to you. Yeah, the bouquet wouldn't keep for very long, so... But this is worth more coin than all the coin in the world. At least to you. Oh my god. Just look at the ring, damn it. Maybe it's better if you don't know.
We kind of had to kill somebody to get it like that.
It's a very slow, painful death. Actually, it's probably not painful. It's mostly painless. Yeah, I just did a little bit of tricks of the trade, we'll call it.
Tricks of the trade, yeah.
Definitely tricks involved. Now, I don't know about bittersweet. This seems pretty sweet, all things considered. Oh, okay. So basically there was no enchantment. We just had to believe there was one. Okay, so there was an enchantment, it just wasn't a matter of enticing him to the ring. My craftsmanship is just that good. But the curse, the hex that they put on it was a little bit of misfortune for his financial luck. Great. Man, these people are almost as bad as Sophia. And she was really into equilibrium, let me tell you what.
Tiny bit.
So much into equilibrium, she tried to push us off the scales. Multiple times. I almost died one of those times. I had half of a foot on the ledge, so I stayed alive. Okay, you can invite me now. I'm out of the cutscene.
Okay. Party. Friends list. Get your ass in. Shit. Get your ass. God damn it. Get your ass. There we go.
In the... Okay, so you're party leader. I'm on Dark Knight, so you can cue us in whenever you're ready.
Let's get this bread, gamers. I hope y'all are ready for a fucking long-ass wait.
It probably will be. Let's see just how long. Okay, well, the wait time says 11 minutes, so that's the point when it'll start to, like, force people into the queue with us. Of course, we'll be lucky if people don't, like, take one look at it and then leave, because nobody likes Ravenaster.
They don't like the one after it more.
That's true. Cole trying to invite Mono, sad edition. He's spending... See, I don't... Do you have your friends list on a shortcut, like a keyboard shortcut?
Nope.
Okay. So that's why, because for me, it's really easy. I could just press my keyboard shortcut and then invite you, so that's why it takes less time for me. Well, that's good, Eisman. You should feel full, because you don't eat enough. You're as thin as a twig, man. Well, you drank 10 tankards of ale. I'm surprised that Giat didn't get involved in the drinking contest at a certain point. Oh. Well, the Rogadin and the Amalja equivalent decided to have a drunken brawl.
Oh, God.
Hey, as long as Skip doesn't get involved, I'm okay with this. Yeah, well, we did our part to contribute. Glad to have been. I'm glad to hear this facet is going to be back to work at full strength. Well, that's true. They all know all my techniques at this point, so I don't imagine it'll be too hard. The only thing they probably don't know is, what's the level 80 skill? I forget, I'll look at it after I get out of this cutscene. That takes care of one of the 3 facets we're doing right now. If we get the 3 facets done, by the way, and we still haven't popped the queue, I'm going to go check on Ahil Tell again and do the next quest in that list. So, and then that'll be all of the side quests we'll need to do in between Ravenaster and the next raid, so then we can just go straight to the next one. Yeah, game, I'm working on it. Then I'm just gonna... Trained Eye, that's the skill. It maxes your quality on anything that's 10 recipe levels lower than your current level. And it doesn't even... Well, it costs 250 CP, but it doesn't even cost you any quality, or rather, any durability. Okay, next one, the Leatherworker. Theuna, have you gotten any sleep? At all?
What is sleep?
She doesn't even know. Oh shit.
Oh shit!
I might need to skip this cutscene to do this, so I can give it the thing. That's okay, I don't really particularly care about this this facet anyway. It's very sad, because there's like no story. Alright then. We'll just look into that one later.
Like the thing.
I hit the thing. 1 DPS left. Let's get this bread.
DPS, wake up! The queue finally popped!
Up.
Oh, thank God they woke up.
I'll just read the journal entry once we're done with this one. So that's fine. Alright, into the Royal City we go. I'm just glad we're not going out into that desert, because it would definitely take the wind out of me. And the water.
Red Chocobo?
There were, in fact, red chocobos, yes. Let's hope none of them are Cleoquetra's boyfriend, or we're going to have a big problem on our hands.
Local man has a PTSD attack.
Sleep is a mythic method of enjoying time. It's a good way of putting it.
Sweet rage.
All right, so which alliance are we? Probably C, right? Based on
We
where
are
we
in
started.
Alliance.
We started on the right side, so probably C. Alliance B gets to do all the cool shit in the Ravenaster raid, so unfortunately we won't get to do that in this one. But, oh well. We also have Anakin Skyhopper here. An Imperial nuisance. But is he the chosen one?
This is a large
well,
raid.
he's an
Yes.
Astro. This is, yes. So there are 24 people total in this raid. I don't know how this one person is still stuck in the cutscene, but oh well. At least the
Perhaps
timer hasn't
potato
started
computer.
yet. Yeah, potato computer, indeed. We are in Alliance C. We don't get to do the cool shit. If I remember
And
correctly...
chocobos.
Yep, there they are.
No.
It's fine, they didn't attack us.
Yet.
Yet.
You have not seen the horrors of the Red Comet. What the fuck is that?
Oh, that's Madius. I know Madius. Am I gonna be the main tank? I can't even target them yet. No,
Oh,
I'm
fuck.
not gonna be the main tank. Unless I pull aggro now, which I might be. Ow. Oh, okay. Hello.
10!
Unbind. Where the hell do you think you're going?
Hopefully still in range of my abilities.
Hopefully. What is Shiva doing in the middle?
I'm scared.
As you should
Oh
be.
fuck, I don't have to spare!
Which Aquasphere is mine? I think this one is... I'm gonna take this one. Nobody on this one.
Oh.
Those puddles, by the way, if 3 people stand in them, they go away, so. But not the bubbles. Don't stand in the bubbles. Should we?
Our Aquasphere is burned.
Alright, I'm gonna stand here.
I alt tapped by accident?
Whoops.
I am a genius?
I wonder if I should take the... Yeah, because all the tanks are over here, so I'm gonna take these. And then, like, move over here so I can do other stuff. Well, okay. Shiva almost ran me over.
We're burning these things so down so fast, I'm fucking... I can't get through one fire 3 rotation.
Rebind.
Oh, I have aggro.
From what? I'll come get it. Dual cast. Cole, this is gonna suck.
How do you know?
I just have a feeling.
Welcome to Royal City of Ravenaster!
Corners! Go to the corners! Yeah. There. I gave you
Metalwork!
TBN. I gave you TBN. It popped!
A lot of
It
motherfuckers.
popped!
It actually popped!
Alright, come back to the center, Madius.
A lot is going on here.
There sure is a lot going on here. And I have effects turned off for everyone except for our party, so... Because I won't be able to see if I had all the effects on. We're underwater. Maybe we should kill the toads.
Yeah, I'm kind of drowning. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro.
I'm also drowning. If you get 10 stacks, we die, by the way, so maybe fix that. I fixed it! I have a bubble. Don't run into the bubbles with the AoEs. They will pop. And Anakin Skyhopper did not understand. There's more
We
toads.
still have a bubble. We still have a bubble.
I'm gonna pull one over here.
I can't believe Anakin Skyhopper is trying to sabotage the raid.
I'm gonna kill this toad, actually. It's right here. because then that bubble won't pop. We have another bubble. I'm standing on top of it, but we have another bubble. Okay, they're dead. I don't know if I would have popped that whatchamacallit just now, but, you know.
Oh.
Chill! How did anybody get hit by that? I wonder if I should do a delirium now. You know what? It'll probably be back by the time I need it again.
Oh my god, I'm doing so much fucking damage, Jesus Christ.
That's because you're overgeared for this part.
Hey, the cat!
Oh, okay. We are in Alliance
Oh, she's
C,
pissed.
so I need to go over here. Yeah, she's got an ether bar, although it's not technically a she. Did you know that? Medius is the fish that is holding onto the lady inside of it. Oh, dear God. I guess we can go help with the other guards. Oh, okay, there wasn't a tank on this one. I'm being combusted.
Don't explode then, it's just fine.
I will attempt to not explode. Where are you? Oh, okay.
Matus, what are you doing? Ow!
Can somebody say explosions?
Let's give them a foul day.
Very nice. That went pretty well. The Evilisian gear is very high fashion, by the way, so feel free to roll
Aggressively
on
high fashion.
it. Feel free to roll on it if you want. Stand in the bubble to live and make an AoE that pops the bubble. It killed many people. Yeah, lots of people definitely popped those bubbles and didn't know what they were doing. Seek bandits. And black chocobos.
Oh no. Oh, you're tanking a few of them, Jimmy.
I am, in fact, tanking a few of them, yes. Bring them all together. I'm tanking all of them.
Under!
A sizable
Damn.
Seek bandit. This one must be the boss. Look at all the treasure! Do we open them? Whoa, black chocobos. We just wait for them all to group up and then do this. Eh.
Oh.
Oh, good. There's more. We appear to have angered the chocobos.
Just a tiny bit.
Would it be easier if I told any of you that I happen to know Saint Quethrin? They don't seem to be stopping.
No, they do not. In fact, they seem to continue to exist.
Yep. Yay! Uh-oh.
Uh...
Choco Meteor! Run! Run!
Don't you quit me!
I love how the red chocobo just decides, oh, I'm just gonna Choco Meteor my way into this place, and he just walks away. He's like, it's fine.
Off to go to Baja to give more people PTSD.
You think he's even gonna get to Baja? He might not make it.
Listen, I fought the Red Comet.
What does Alliance mean? So Alliance raids basically are, so you know how when we fight bosses and trials, there's 8 people total? So basically there are 3 teams of 8 people, which is where there's a total of 24 people, as you can see by all these people behind me. So there's a total of 24 people, and the mechanics do more damage as a result of the fact that there are 24 people. Alright, I'm going.
Schmall.
The bringer of order!
Fuck him up, Jimmy! And I'll fuck him up from a safe distance all the way over here.
You should do that. Does he have a buster? Because I just TV'd in,
Probably.
so that's an AoE. You can't fool me.
Ow.
Alright, I've built aggro.
Why, God!
Have it. Do you have your tank stance on, Paladin? Yes, he does. Oh, those follow.
God
Well, that
fucking
sucks.
damn it!
Control tower!
This motherfucker put a tower up on top of my ley lines.
Run. Manip to me. Or don't. Because it's definitely falling. Extreme edge. Manip to me now. Manip to me now. Oh, no, you're fine. You're on the right side. Yeah, he hits one side.
Alliance
of the
A down,
platform.
Alliance A down.
Oh my god, I should tank this then. Earth Hammer.
I think that's a...
Oh no,
I don't
B
know.
picked it up. It's fine. Oh, get away from that. Run the hell away from that. Okay, it's fine.
I'm staying in Blizzard for this entire fight. Fuck this.
Am I on the wrong side?
Stop going untargetable, you little shit!
Man tower. I think I'm on the wrong side. It's okay, just come over here. A few people come over here because we're gonna need to be over here in a second because there's gonna be some stuff spawning. I think. We're bringing the tower down. Okay, that's the thing I was talking about right there. If you see a sand sphere, destroy it because to dust kind of murders us, so.
Hurts.
Oh god. Okay, move out. Got it. This sphere needs a beating, so we're gonna beat it up. This isn't gonna work. Okay, well it didn't wipe me. I guess.
Jesus fuck!
So this is what's considered off content. And what I mean by off content is people don't know how to do the mechanics of this anymore. Which is why people will die.
God damn it, boss, let me cast!
You sure
Damn,
Black
for
Mage
Yoshi-
was a good
for
idea
Black-
for this one?
It's for the content. It's for the meme.
Fair enough. Land Waster!
Nope, 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 absolutely not!
You sure this guy isn't just Randy Savage? My tank stance on? It is.
Oh, good.
That's fine.
2 more control towers.
Oh, 2 of them now. Where do we go? This way.
Oh my god, we still have a lot to fucking get through.
Oh my god.
Fucking cross-sectioned your ass.
Yeah, tried to. It's a good thing I played that minigame at the Gold Saucer that did this exact same thing. I'm running over here.
God damn it. This boss requires so much goddamn movement.
Why didn't you play Machinist? Manip to
I
me.
bet-
Oh no, you're on the right side. Never mind. You're good. You're right here.
You
with
wanna know
me.
why I didn't play Machinist? The answer to your question is relatively simple. I
You're gonna
assume
play
since
it later.
Yoshi's main... Yes,
Okay,
for
fair
reasons.
Who's this guy on anyway? Okay, Quake 4. I'm gonna reprise this.
Is it so hard not to stand in the damage area? This is harder than it looks, Lifeblood. Trust
For most
me.
people, you'd be surprised, Lifeblood. Some people
It's
don't.
Me. I'm most people.
Some people don't really know how to do mechanics in this game. Believe it or not.
Uh-oh.
Can I TD on you? No. It's unfortunate. Oh well. Earth hammers. Okay, so both over there, so come over here. And then pop back once they go. He's summoning.
Summon?
Penance.
What are you
Stone,
summoning?
Golem.
Oh,
Golem.
good. More fucking ads. Oh, that's a Sage LB. I was concerned momentarily.
Yeah, no, we're fine.
I was scared. I was like,
We do want to kill the golems, though. Because they're gonna keep going bigger until we kill them, and if they get big enough, they will wipe the raid. So maybe kill them.
Should I LB3 them?
You can if you want.
Actually,
Especially
wait.
since they're
We'll hold
really
the
big.
LB3. No, I'll hold the LB just in case we all die.
Well, we're not gonna die yet. We won't die. They're dead. We're good. We're good. Submission tower.
Submission tower.
This is a different one.
He goes untargetable again. I swear to fucking god.
I was considering. There's one on the outside of the arena now. Wow. Oh, good.
God
Sand sphere.
fucking damn it!
Is there a,
Stop going untargetable.
Okay, so here's the problem this time, is that once you get stuck in a place, you're kind of really stuck in the place. Oh, that's a magic ball now. But thankfully there were enough people on each side to take care of the spheres, so that's good. Manip to me. Never mind, you're on the correct side. Oh my god!
Oh fuck.
Yeah, we're fine.
I just killed 2 people? I just committed murder.
Well, da-da-da-da-da-da.
Dep! How much percentage does an LB3 do?
Yours would do
Fuck
about
it.
2%. Just do it. It's fine.
Oh, that whore-ass samurai.
He
No, it was a
really
refill.
wanted it. His did about 3%, so it's fine. Look at that! Not too bad. These, by the way,
Forgot that these dungeons are like
the Alliance raids
hell.
take a long time to beat, by the way. They're like the longest dungeons in the game, so.
I hate it so
Season.
much.
Seek bandits. I'll take the one on the right.
These dungeons are so goddamn long, we're probably gonna finish them and have to immediately end the stream.
Oh, that's a lunch. Actually, don't know if I should be AoEing these guys, but I'm doing it anyway. Yeah, they don't hurt that much. Unless I let them lunge me, in which case, that would be my own fault. What do you suppose is in the treasure chest they were looking for? Oh,
shit.
Archaeo demons. I hope everybody else knows how to use their interrupts!
What's an interrupt? I don't know what those are.
That is the question, isn't it? I'm gonna get cleaved. Never mind. I'm not gonna get cleaved. It's a good thing I picked up the one that has the interruptible thing. Because I know how to press the interrupt button.
Perish already, you stupid lion!
Okay. You know what? It'll be fine. My interrupt should be back by the time he does the dragon's voice, I think. Dragon's voice hits everything around him, except it leaves a little area near his hitbox that won't hit him, so... There we go. Got him! Oh, this one also needed interrupts. Okay. Well, let's get rid of this lion as well. Have fun with the fourth boss. Thanks, Marie. Welcome back. Be back again. Gonna finish dishes. Sounds like a plan. You do
I might not be able to do any more content after this. I forgot that these dungeons are fucking exhausting.
They are exhausting. That's why I'm doing side quests in between them. Whee! The Garum Scythe Waterway. In we go. Yeah, sorry I've been missing chat. These require a little more focus than most of the dungeons. Alright, so we're in C, so we go to the right. Or we go to the left. Or we go wherever the waterway takes us.
Thank God this auto-sorts us.
This does auto-sort us, yeah. Waterway gate lever. Ah. Ooh!
Holy shit.
Look at the inside of this place. Well, I didn't see the hole in the floor. I forgot how pretty the Garum Scythe waterway is. And thankfully, in this particular iteration, Cachulian isn't just hanging around, so...
If we had to fight fucking Cachulian this...
Only in a leap will he prove his worth. I proved my worth. Ah yeah, suicide is preferable. This is actually epic. I really love the aesthetics of the Garum Scythe waterway. It's really cool. This is what their sewers look like, too, so, like... Holy shit. Also, so the passage controls on the opposite side there, in order to get to those passage controls, you have to swim through an underwater channel in order to activate all of them. But that's not in the alliance that we were in. We didn't get sorted to do the swimming part this time, which is unfortunate, but what can you do? That's the luck of the draw with this one. We are about to get sorted into the cannon's core, though. I hope you like log flumes, Cole. Whee! This is a slow-ass log flume.
Oh god, please don't ever make me do Cannon's Core ever again.
Wasn't that bad, was it?
When I was young, it was.
Ah, he was correct. The royal city of Lasalia is down here.
Defeat Rofalcal. Rofalcal.
Rofakale.
Rofakale.
Yeah,
Skibbity-bottom-bada.
that guy. Alright, let's go see what Rafakale's got going on. Oh, it's a Dullahan. Fantastic.
Shit.
Ooh, that's a differential diagnosis. I think I need to pull. I think I better pull. I'm gonna pull! I heard the dancer doing the two-step and I was like, okay, well, time to pull!
Now
that
that
I've
I've
built
built my
enough
opening
aggro,
rotation
this is gonna
without
suck.
having to deal with this crap.
Okay, it's a little bad. Ow.
Yeah, Jimmy, you fucked your shit up.
So that does 4 physical vuln-ups and then the buster.
Ah, yes, I forgot. Stormblood tank busters do not fuck around.
No, they don't, evidently.
Why are you putting that directly in my ley lines? Why are you like this? What did I do to deserve this?
Oh, I got hit by that. Well, I was too slow, even with the plunge. So I guess you want to stand near the boss when the that line goes out.
Crush weapon.
These are skills from tactics. Looks like more following.
I'm gonna be a good
AoEs,
boy
maybe.
and put them on the outside.
I'm going to be a good boy and sacrifice myself.
For the sake of everyone else's DPS. How very un-black mage of me.
Trample. I think left and right. Yeah, kind of.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's a delayed AoE, so, but it's an infinity symbol. So basically left and right of him and you're safe.
Stormblood AoEs do not fuck around. Oh, for fuck's sake.
I think I need to... Oh god.
Hi,
get to the
Ifrit.
side. Get to the side. Get to the side. Yeah, those really are Ifrit targets, aren't they? I thought that was ad phase. That's why I turned my tank stance back on. Tis not. It's okay.
Buster.
I can't TBN that guy. So good luck. It doesn't hurt that much.
When you're overgeared.
Yeah, that's true. And guess
Crush
what?
weapon.
Pretty much all of us are overgeared at
God
this point.
damn it, I got it again!
He's gonna trample, so left and right. I think I just went into it. It's okay, I got out of it in time. Okay.
All I want for Christmas is to have some fucking DPS.
I guess I'm taking this one. I hope we put enough people in each one! Karma. Whoa. I've been trampled. Is he gonna go inside now? No, he's still outside. Well, okay then. Unholy darkness. Stop that.
Yeah, Jimmy.
Yes.
80%.
Oh, okay.
Never mind.
We got him.
86.
So I don't have Dark Missionary.
Heaven tremble in my wake.
There you go.
I'm gonna put this mana ward on real quick.
My TBN's gonna break before he does it. That sucks. Hell, it might come back before he gets back here.
My mana ward might break before he does it.
No. He's not gonna be that much of a jackass, is he? He is that much of a jackass! Here. Heavenly Subjugation.
God fucking... I hate this dungeon.
Well.
I hate this dungeon. I hate this boss. Fuck you. Die.
This is why I said nobody likes this place.
This place doesn't like
Embrace.
this place.
So don't stand where those little things are, those little blue pools
I ain't
are.
embracing shit.
Although those can be Isunad, so I hope the healers know that. Chariots! I'm gonna go stand near him.
God
Because,
fucking...
yeah, he's gonna... manip to me. Manip to me!
Ah!
Oh, good, you did.
So powerful.
I'm bound, by the way. I can't move. Okay, now I can move. Trample. Left and right. Oh, God.
Stop!
His hitbox stays, by the way, so if you're in melee range, don't worry about it. So I like the Evilise raids, personally, because I think that the AoEs and stuff that they do in these are a lot more interesting than some of the other stuff. Like, a lot of the other stuff, it's just like the same stuff over and over again, you know? But here, they kind of get creative with how they have you dodge stuff. And I'm kind of okay with that.
I'm aware, it's just aggravating, because every single one of these god...
Oh, Crush Weapon and the Binds. Oh, shit.
I want to die!
Here, have a TBN.
Underneath me, and
Where are
Crush
you?
Weapon!
Oh. Here, have a TBN. What the hell just went
Yoshi-
across the platform? Is that another Rafakale?
Yeah,
Huh, where'd he come
Jimmy?
from? Yeah,
I thought Yoshi P mained Black Mage. Why is this game so mean to Black Mages?
because he is a masochist, like me.
Cole just makes himself suffer for picking Black Mage.
I mean, you're not wrong. Oh god.
Oh my
Okay,
God,
so
can I cast
watch the
one Fire
binds.
3?
Watch the binds.
Please, I beg you.
Those
Let me
people
cast
did not
a Fire
watch the
3.
binds. Dark, yes.
God fucking damn
That's
it.
a trap.
I will fire it again!
Dark circle. I'm bound, but I'm interacting with the dark circle. So you have to click on the dark circles, by the way, in order to
I
work
lost
them.
my again!
Okay, we're good. Oh my god, we're not good. Run! Don't worry about losing your Inoki, and you can get it back very easily now.
It's about the principle.
I know. Believe me, I understand.
I'm just gonna be inside of the boss's hitbox from now on, then I'll never get targeted with AoEs, right, game?
I mean, yes.
The farthest one that always gets targeted, right?
That's what I've heard,
Right?
so... You're gonna find out in a second, but that's what I heard, so... Okay. Chariots!
And I sure do
we're
love
gonna
triple
need to
cast.
plunge him. Yep. You should love triple cast. Triple cast is love and life.
I just wish this boss wasn't making me run around the entire arena. Trying to get my optimal casting window!
I'm just gonna stand right here.
You know what the worst part is? The
What's
boss
that?
after this is worse.
Are they? I don't remember the boss after this. I thought this guy was the worst. No, Hashmal's the worst one here. This guy's like second worst, if I remember right. It's okay, we made it. We did not wipe. There is a card. I would like that card, please. What is it, anyway? Guess we'll find out in a second. How about just stop playing Black Mage, then you can move. That's true. Yeah, I'm sensing something. It's not good, whatever it is. Hello, who's this? He has Skalik gear.
You got the drip, though. Also, they already pulled.
I know. I'm watching the cutscene. They can pull. I'll just go into it once he's done transforming.
I just hope that the mechanics don't go off and kill all of us while we're in cutscene.
The hell is a Dullahan to you? They're headless. Yeah, I didn't see that he was headless there, but that's the Dullahan sprite. It was a palette swap, and he had a head this time.
Oh.
Well, that's, a thing.
Dares disturb the slumber of Argath Adalphus, rightful king of Ivalice.
Ivalice of Lassalia or Ivalice of Rabanaster?
Descendants of House
Yes.
Then by my
Lassalia
sword
then, because
shall I
Baal.
banish your souls to the deepest hell.
This looks familiar. I feel like we fought an enemy like this recently. Like this is a palette swap, but I don't
That's
remember.
such a fucking cool thing.
He is cool. So this guy has a judgment mechanic. What does it do? We'll find out in a second. I think we skipped the first judgment mechanic though because they already have him down by 20%. So trepidation. I'm gonna run to that thing. Oh, no, never mind.
You are the blood to stain the sun.
Unrelenting. This thing. There we go. Got it. Crippling blow. Sounds like Buster. It is in fact a Buster. Okay, so that face was an angel face. So whatever he tells me to do, I do. 3, 2, 1, done. Whatever he tells you to do, if it's an angel face, a blue face, you do it. If it's a demon face with red eyes, you don't do it. You do the opposite. Oh. Okay, bye. Whoa. Whoa. I'm just gonna stay here. And then go after that.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Wow, that did a bit of damage, huh? Royal blood.
Royal blood.
What do you suppose that does?
Pain, misery, agony, despair. Oh,
There are shades.
tethers.
Maybe give me one of those. Oh, okay.
Oh, they tether.
Yep. Alright, I'm just gonna pull this one. Put this down.
You are the blood to stain the sun.
Over here, shade. Where's the other one? Oh, over there.
Does it grieve you to
Empty
see
soul.
the depths of your own weakness laid bare?
What do you suppose that does? Shards of emptiness. At least they're all in one place, mostly.
I got a bad feeling about this.
As you should. He's emptying himself. Isn't that kind of weird, though? His bar was going up even though he was becoming more empty. Shouldn't it be going down? Dark Ultima. That's a new one.
He's glowing.
He is.
Lies upon which you sup.
Demon Face, for me, anyway. Divine Commandment, Flee. So, this is Pyretic. If you got a Demon Face and Flee, it's Pyretic. Do nothing. Don't attack. Don't move. Nothing. Okay, now we're good. Gnawing Dread.
Your claim to life is forfeit.
This guy's cool. I like him. Temporary misdirection. What does that do? Oh, okay. Run. So it puts an arrow above my head, and what's going to happen basically is the arrow is the direction that I can move in. So, yeah. Gotta be a little careful.
You only need to say that I just dodged that entire mechanic.
Nice. Okay, I got a demon face. And I'm getting pyretic again, so I will click off. The best way to handle pyretic is to click off of the boss completely, or you will fuck yourself up. Pyretic hurts like a motherfucker. Basically, if I had been clicking on him there, I'd be taking like damage once per second, and it hurts.
Face,
Turn away. Can't do.
You will be judged.
Yeah, once you lose the debuff, you can just go. So, we should probably get out.
Judgment Blade.
Oh, it's a stack. Where's the stack anyway? Oh no, they've got like... Maybe they're gonna... That's gonna cause the AoEs then? Yeah, that's gonna cause the AoEs. Manip to me. Yeah, there you go.
I am incredibly powerful.
Very good.
Ow.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad.
Damn, I really wish this homeboy didn't hit so fucking hard!
Just gonna renew my aggro a little bit. Fire 4. I'm gonna reprise that. It might. It's single target, but yeah, I was gonna say Evil East does its own thing. Evil East lives by its own rules. Wow, that samurai really wanted the LBs here, didn't he?
Why is it that samurais always steal the LBs?
Yeah. It's a good question. He does lots of damage with his
Fuck.
Stuff, though. Don't you love Crush Weapon?
I hate this ability with a burning passion.
So
Turn
do
me
most
into a
of the
chicken.
enemies in Tactics, because using it on the enemies in Tactics usually makes them
I am a zombie,
a lot weaker.
and it's uncleansable.
Oh, did you
I
hit
fucking
the wall?
hate life.
Yeah, if you hit the wall, you get turned into a zombie. It's okay.
I
he'll
love
be dead in a
uncleansable
second.
debuffs.
He'll be dead in a second, so it's fine.
Yeah, so will I.
Oh no. What does he tell you? You can't read the symbols. Yeah, it's kind of hard to see, but basically there's a couple of symbols that'll pop up above your character. One is an eye, and one is a play button.
Save me, Ramza! Save
And you have to decide, okay, so there's a face that pops up on the screen. The blue one is the angel face, the one with the red eyes is the demon face. And you have to, if the angel pops up, you do what it says. So if he tells you, I command you to run, you run. If he tells you, I command you to turn away, you turn away, if it's the angel face. If it's the demon face, you do the opposite.
We get a unique duty complete for this.
We do. The Final Fantasy Tactics victory theme. Judgment was all of those squares, if I recall correctly, that they would hurt you if you stood in them. And
yeah.
Zombie is a unique status effect that you usually don't get pretty much anywhere else. I think there's a couple of situations where you can get turned into a zombie, but basically it's almost like a really powerful bleed effect. So basically you bleed out very quickly. So I also missed a little bit of chat, so I apologize for missing a little bit of chat. I can probably look now because they're probably going to give me a little bit of time to, you know, hang around. Aura Sight. As I thought. This stuff is hella powerful, so not really shocking. Would that be your father by any chance? Well, Mr. Genomus, you have wandered into the royal city of Lasalia, so welcome. Your dream has come true. Let's see what I missed here. Can you target people who are in another alliance? Only if you are a healer. You can heal people in another alliance, but if you are a tank, like I tried to shield somebody as a tank in another alliance there a couple of times, and it doesn't work. You can only shield yourself, so yeah. It's so hard not to stand in the damage area. Like I said, you'd be surprised at how much people like to stand in damage areas. Didn't miss much. You actually washing dishes, not cooking yet. Almost done washing dishes, though. Yes, up Hashmel. How'd the bandits get here? Luck? Yeah, probably luck. So the Sikh are an Evilesian tribe. They live in this area, so they probably are just like bandits and marauders. They know the way in here. Have fun with the fourth boss. He isn't too bad.
Oh, we did.
So, there you go. I've caught up on chat. Cole, you know what you should do after this? You should take a nice relaxing break from battle content and do some of your culinarian stuff.
I think I'm done for the day. That took a lot out of me, actually.
I mean, that's fair. This is why I wanted to do one of these per day, by the way, because they're like they're exhausting.
Scheiße!
They can be exhausting, these alliance raids to do.
That first one in particular is just aggravating because it's like Hashmal and what's his face are fucking and Metis are really fucking hard.
Uh-oh. Genomus is being kidnapped.
Oh no!
By whoever these guys are. Yeah, I was gonna say, why would I be thanking you for kidnapping the guy I'm looking for? What do you mean? The desert sands aren't here. We're on a day, sir. Why? So you can take another hostage? I don't think so, Bagamnon. Okay, never mind. I think so, Bagamnon. Lena, this is a horrible idea, and I don't know why I'm doing this. Actually, I do know. It's because the story writer for this one is cursed to never write a good story. Because he never has the time. It's called the Matsuno Curse, in case anyone's wondering. Because every game Yasumi Matsuno writes for ends up cucking him because of development times or something else.
Unrelated. I think I'm gonna head out for the day.
Okay, Cole.
I'll do my
you should
story crap later.
You should go take a nap.
Deadass.
Also,
okay.
Also, we're probably going to be streaming tomorrow instead of Saturday because on Saturday, Uncle Butch's birthday is Saturday, so we're probably going to do
Unrelated. When are my guests downstairs leaving?
Sunday.
Okay.
So.
Wonderful. So I have to wait until Sunday to watch.
How does he still have a job, the story writer? It's a good question.
All right.
Yeah, he usually.
I'm gonna head out.
Okay, Cole.
I'll see y'all later.
Take it easy. Go take a nap.
Bye.
Yeah, usually he gets cucked around because, like, he's written for a lot of the Evil East games. It's just that, like, the first one that he wrote for was Tactics, I think, if I remember right. And that one he actually completed. But most of the games that he's done after that, he hasn't been able to, like, complete the story the way he wants to. He's one of those perfectionist writers, too, though. He likes to have things exactly the right way, and he'll try to take time that he may not have in order to correct things that he might not have the time to do that. So he ends up sometimes writing only, like, half of a story. Like these raids, anyway. The Duma of Doma. Be lucky if he doesn't whack you upside the head for that one. Oh, or he can just shoot you. What the fuck, Bagamnon? Yeah, he needs to get a head start on this stuff, I know. Do you expect him to get up from that? That was a shotgun blast point blank, you asshole. I don't think antagonizing them or being racist is going to make them give up your father, Ramza. A book? What's with the book? Well, at least we got Genomus back. It was more of a pistol. It looked double-barreled to me, but maybe I was I wasn't seeing it right. So, I guess it could be a double-barreled pistol, though. You never know. What do you mean, get up, fool? You shot him! Oh, maybe they were blanks. Bye, Bwagi! Or not, depending on if you hold on to the airship strong enough. Oh, okay, there he goes. What the hell just happened? Let's get him back to the Prima Vista so we can get him some help from some medical attention. Yeah. Here's the question, gang. How the hell do we get out of here? Oh, right, there are teleportation crystals. Never mind. Those teleportation crystals that were on the sides of the arenas before we got to the battle sections, those will take you back to the entrance. So, technically speaking, we could just use those. Okay, well, those are good signs. Hopefully he'll come too. Yeah, at least they kept their part of the deal and let him go. They're not bad sky pirates. They're just regular sky pirates. It's not like, well, we gave you your end of the deal, now let him go. And then they're like, let him go? Whenever did I promise that? Because that's what I expect from these people. It was double-barreled pistola? Yeah, that's possible. Yeah. Definitely possible. Good to see you awake, sir. I'm glad that you at least know what happened, to some degree. Well, I mean, I feel like you're probably just returning the favor. Listen, I just beat my way through all of the crazy things that were popping up in there, so it's basically Tuesday for me, even though it's Thursday. Well, one hand washes the other. Maybe I'll find a way for you to make it up to me at some point. Maybe a free screening of the next screening of the Zodiac Brave story. Oh, okay. So yeah, that was what I always thought from when Isael turned into Shiva and the Archbishop turned into Thordan. That seems like it could be a bit of a problem for the hosts then, because that means their soul is being swallowed and then spat back out every time they use the aura site. Yeah, that's definitely something to know, because we didn't know that. There were two other heroes. Okay, so I was going to say, your children seem to have told us there was only one, but apparently there was two. And also their names were Ramza and Alma, which I guess makes sense, because did you name your children after this story? Well, they probably scrubbed them from history. Depends on if they were the victors or the losers. Yeah, okay, so he's been studying this for many years because his children were named after them. Well, fair enough. I mean, I wouldn't tell your family to do that, but because maybe they want to do something else. Arazalam Durai. Again, the first quest of this set of quests here, it references Final Fantasy Tactics a lot, so I feel like if I played Tactics, I'd be, like, fangasming about the name Durai, because I feel like it was in Tactics, but... Yeah, the War of the Lions was the war that took place over the course of the entirety of Tactics' story, so... Unfortunately, I've not played Tactics, so... I have to wait until the second raid to get my fix, because that's when all the Final Fantasy XII references happen. Okay. Well, that's not a very fun way of going about things, is it? So that's why nobody knows about Ramza, then, because they sealed all of that away in Evilesian churches. Also, Genomus, do you need to rest for now? Because we can give you some time. Oh, okay. Well, cool. So now all we need to do is find a bookkeeper so they can publish it for you. Lena, you wouldn't have to know any publishers, would you? Yeah, well, that's a fair point, actually. But then again, like we said previously, sometimes fairy tales have a lick of truth in them. Are you planning on giving tours to the royal city of Rabanastre, though? Oh, yeah, that could be a bit of a problem, then. So that's why he went to Rabanastre, to try to translate this book. And I'm guessing, yeah, the diary that they picked up was the one that has all the transcriptions in it, isn't it? Why did you have that on you exactly? Like, wouldn't you want to keep that stored away somewhere? Like, I know you're trying to go into the city and write the stuff down, but why not like scribble it on a random piece of paper and then take it back here to the Prima Vista where the book would be much safer, and then write it down again, like just copy it, you know? Because like you just lost all of your work because you didn't keep a copy. Doesn't seem like you thought this one through very well, Genomus. Well, there is that, yeah. It depends on how photographic his memory is. Fair enough. Yeah, and it depends, because it could be that the grip on his mind could be from the aura sight. Although the aura sight was taken away from him, so now maybe it'll release its hold. I'll do the best I can, Alma. But a man obsessed, you know. Oh, okay, so he didn't just have the one, he's got more than one aura sight with him. Oh, this isn't going to end well. Well, that was an adventure and a half, huh, Lena? I mean, probably, considering we just uncovered 2 ancient cities in the middle of the desert. Yeah, probably your best bet is getting it to Charlian first, although if, you know, they're the first hurdle. If you can get past them, then I think you can get past anybody. Sounds like a plan. Keep me in the loop. And you can keep doing the quests from here if you want, but before we do those, I'm going to go finish up the other quests that I wanted to do in between these. So we'll go do, where was I? In the Crystarium. We'll go do Theuna's quest, because that one I've already got. And we'll do the Fisher quest. And then if we have enough time after those, we'll do Ahil To's next quest. And then we'll go back and do the next Drabnaster one on the next episode. Although I could, like, wait to do the next Ivalice raid until wait to do Ahil To's stuff until the next episode, when I've already got the raid unlocked, but I don't know. I'll figure it out. Oh yeah, I got to see what Theuna's quest said here, so let's take a look. In Ejected Tones, Theuna explains that while she has finished restoring the loot, and it looks exactly as it should, the sound is all wrong. Even as she racks her brain for a solution, Nadi clamors for your attention, but it appears to be experiencing another error. So I'm going to have to whack this thing upside the head, aren't I? Okay, well, she's already whacked it a few times, so see if I can fix him. Nadi, any out of context? That might be problematic, but push the mystery button. Oh, game, you can't give me that option. Oh, no. Oh, this isn't good. Maybe I should just whack it, then? You're welcome. Did I just break you, though, because you were applying updates? Ah, okay, so in order to fully repair the loot, Herrig had to go to Calusia to get material for this soundboard. Okay. Well, that's a lead. And thankfully, I can go to the seafloor, because the ecological disaster in the Ondo Cups is still ongoing. Did this node just say, mm-hmm? Yeah, push button, monkey brain, activate. I'm not tech savvy in character, so like when they give me a big red button to push, it's like, ooh. Sure, I can do that. So you're not going to make me go to... No, you're really not going to make me go to the Ondo to get the component. You just have it here. These quests are so fucking boring. They literally gave leather workers, weavers, and carpenters like the worst quests, didn't they? In this set. Like the goldsmith one was pretty okay, and obviously I'm enjoying the culinarian ones. And I mean the fisher one is kind of alright. The mining and botany one is good. Like this one's so boring. Okay, I can just Burgess this. There we go. And I probably could have just intensive synthesis that one, but oh well. Let us observe a little more, and then finish it off. Okay, Theona, I have the modification component. Again, I kind of wish I had to go down to see the Ondo to complete this quest, but oh well. What can you do? Good. Good to hear. Now here's the real question. Does anybody know how to play this thing anymore? Because I sure don't know how to play a lute. I'm not a bard. Okay, good. I can accept a margin of error of 1%. Nah, it's all good, Theona. Just glad that it's all restored now. Yeah, actually, this one's probably... I mean, they're all really good answers. I'm not sure about this last one, but this is pretty much the one that I'd want to say. Basically, all of the materials we got came from somewhere, whether an animal was killed or we had to chop down a piece of a tree or, you know, what have you. So let's pay respect to the materials. And they will get new life when you turn them into things. Good to hear. Just make sure you sleep on those words. Because you need sleep. He might. Okay, now he definitely will, because Nadi's gonna go kick his ass until he gets there. I hope you know how to play that thing. Because if you don't, I can't play it, so I hope your friend knows how to play it if you don't. I think I need to dust my desk before the stream tomorrow. Because my nose is a little bit itchy. And I get a little itchy in the nose when there's a little bit of dust. Not too bad, though. Not like my seasonal allergies. Well, anyway. Let's see who's going to end up playing this thing. It's in a chair over here. I feel like you should be maybe going to a different spot in the bar so that everyone can hear you play it. Actually, thinking about it, I don't think we'll get to Ahil To's next quest today because I have to do fishing after this quest, and fishing can take a little while sometimes, so... Well, yeah, you probably wouldn't move. Yep. So, yeah, remember Herrig's project? Yeah. It's true. Now the real question, how does it play? Actually, oh well, it won't do that, but it will provide them with some warmth in their hearts, because music does that. See? She was very quick on the uptake there. She jumped into that chair. Oh look, and there are even people who remember Master Herrig. And they're all here. How convenient. This questline is so bad. Oh my god. Like, I'm glad that it's restored, but like, it just feels like things just happen in this quest line. Like, there's not really much cause and effect, and there's a lot of conveniences, you know? Still, good job on the loop playing. Is that convincing enough for you, Owel? And that's the idea, because it's not just a matter of feeding them and clothing them and providing them with shelter. You also have to make sure that their hearts and their minds are clear. And music from this lute will help with that. Naughty, that's a different lute. Oh my god. Oh, and you did that out of what? Frustration for the fact that you didn't think it could feed or clothe people? Oh, it was an accident. Okay, well, fair enough. So that's why you've been beating yourself up about this whole thing, because he left to repair the lute that you broke and he kind of died as a result of going there. Well, that makes sense. That's the idea. And that music that the lute plays will help with that hope. Good to hear. Now hopefully you'll help Fiona out because she could really use a nap. Well, that's true. But how do you know she wants it to be brotherly love, ma'am? How do you know she doesn't want it to be something far different? I guess that was his way of saying I'm sorry. Fair enough. Alright then, I'll meet you two back there. Naughty, don't go shocking anybody on the way back. Unless the Yuna is desperately trying not to go to sleep again, in which case, shock her to sleep. I don't think that's how it works. Alright, back to the main. We'll do the last one that I'm going to do for now. And then we'll call it a day. We'll come back and we'll do more of the Ivalice raids. I'm just glad I could get you guys back up on the ground because, like, or off the ground because you guys are, like, you know, you didn't exactly have this place working too well. Maybe. I was gonna say, Naughty, that's your kink, man. That doesn't work on everything. That's true, but the music can only help if you get some goddamn sleep. Sure, I'll see if I can pay you a visit while I'm at it. Alright, Lifeblood, take it easy. We will see ya. Like I said, I'm going to do the Fisher quest before I end the stream. Though that probably won't be very involved. And then we'll move on to the next stream. Alright, Frithric. You guys figure out what I need to fish up for you? For this Christiosis? Oh, okay. I figured giving you enough time you'd find out, but... Noble's Rot, huh? So maybe we should go to Yulmore then, since... Yeah, I was gonna say, they live lives of luxury, or they did, while Vothri was around. Well, you never know. So it looks like we're heading off to Yulmore then. Oh, I guess we're going to Stilltide first. Alright, that's fine. Do I have my fishing stuff? I do have my fishing stuff. Here we go. I'm gonna need these shrimp. to fish up what we're going to be fishing up here in a second. I think the closer Amaro Tamer is the one that takes us to Still Tide. Yeah, well, to Calusia, but Still Tide is right up the hill from there, so... Alright, Mizuko, we're going to be doing a little fishing, so that means you get to go for a swim. Just don't go getting in any trouble with any of those Tempest Swallows, okay, young lady? Atta girl. It is very vast, Frithric, yes. Well, we could always ask the Ondo. Or we could fish them up ourselves, although we don't want to overfish. Sure, why not? I'll go talk to this elderly gentleman who just happened to pop up right here for this quest alone. I don't know how we know he's a fisher. He doesn't exactly look like a fisher, but... Rich bastards come up, and fair enough. Right, well that makes sense. Prospero eels, huh? Okay, well that means you guys have at least some economy out of this. Alright then. Well, you never know. I might be able to figure something out here. Seals are no match. For the power of friendship. Yeah, I can figure this out. I am the best fisher you know, after all, Frithric. No offense to your friends, but, you know. Actually don't know where to fish this thing up yet, though, so... Oh, well, then hopefully you don't do that to this thing, because it's probably going to be a little tricky to find, so... Well, I have the correct, whatchamacallit. Excuse me, I have the correct bait, at least. And I guess we're going to the bottom of the sea to go get it. Because that's where the Ondo say to go get it. I'm actually going to look up exactly where to go find it, because I don't know. Oh, okay, there we go. On the Norvrant slope. Got it. That's outside the Ondo Cups. So let's go there. The real question is going to be, where's the fishing holes around there? Because most of that is air. Well, only one way to find out. Mizuko. Let's go up here so you can go for a swim. And I'll go for a catch. Wrong way. No teeming waters. That's only for spearfishing. Well, let's take a look. I'll bet you there's probably some water either in these craters or in this trench here. Let's see. Oh, here's some water. Is it water enough to fish, though? No, it is not. Okay. So we'll keep looking. Let's see. That's not water to fish. And that's a pillar. I'm just gonna go for that trench. I feel like that's our best bet. Where is the trench anyway? Oh, it's right over here. Okay. No, not there either. Alright, now I am gonna look it up because I just don't know where to go to fish. Prospero eel. Is in fishing log the Norvrant slope. Okay, so it's southeast of the trench there. Just a little west-northwest of the Ondo Cups. There's some water, apparently. That's not it. Boy, it's a good thing I don't have to worry about the enemies fighting me here. You know, it might be down here, actually, because this little section by the Trinculo shelf, usually they denote these darker sections as the actual water, so it might be there. It's not here. No. Yeah, I'm really stumped on this one. Like, I saw where it wants me to fish, but, like, it's really not making it easy on me. What does the play guide say, anyway? Let's see. 28.5, 15.9. Inside the cave from the Ondo Cups. Aetheryte. 28.16. Okay. So go into the cave. So that means it's down below me. Alright. So I'll just go down here then. A little bit. Just find the passageway. I think. If I can find the passageway. I think I'm below the passageway currently. Oh, there's a spot down here, so maybe this leads into the cave. There we go. Yeah, okay, that makes sense because there's some water in here. And now I can fish. Good. So let's put the shrimp on there, and yeah, I'll just patience. Why not? Alright, so we're looking for 1 exclamation point bite. That is the small eel. If we get something else, then we get something else. But that's why I brought 20 bait, so that way, because we only need 1 eel, so I can just surface slap and get rid of something if I need to. Okay. That's a 1. Whatever it is, it's high quality. Or large. Oh, there it is. Prospero eel. Easy. I'll get rid of the bait later. For now, back to the crystalline we go. Yeah, I'll just sort out my inventory in a little while once I'm done fishing and turning in the quest and doing all that. I'm already done with the fishing part, at least. So, shouldn't be too much to ask to get that part done. It does make me wonder what I'm going to do while we're waiting for the final Alliance raid, though. Because I think I'm going to complete all the side quests that we're going to be doing before we go and do the 3rd one. So, any luck, all the luck. I caught it on my first go. There you go. Don't mess this up, because it was kind of hard to find. It is repulsive, but it's an eel, so that's why. They're naturally a little weird looking. Hopefully she's got a taste for eel. Well, good luck then, Frithric, because I understand. I understand the need for the cooking. Alright, so I guess I'm going to Spadrix, so he'll cook that up. We'll go see how she's feeling. Hopefully the eel will bring her back to it, and then we'll be good to go. Spadrix. Probably the Docile Gate is the closest one. Just go across the way. Into the Chirurgeon shop. Okay, I guess he cooked it up pretty quick. Well, only one way to find out. Now we just wait. I guess she ate it, because there was kind of a little bit of an impression left on that plate. Well, actually, the key is better nutrition, so... Yep. So just make sure you're eating properly and not just stuffing your face with whatever gluttonous shit that Yolmor feeds you. Well, I would hope so. Oh, hey, Merville. Actually, your daughter is better thanks to Frithric, so maybe you should apologize for being a fucking asshole. Yeah, about that. Well, actually, we don't think we can do better. We did do better, so... Yep. Sometimes the best way to heal yourself is having better gut health. Yep. So it should improve her condition. Actually, we're not using her as a test subject. If it's already worked for the Yolmorans, there's no test subjects involved. Frithric, why would you say yes? Which means that all of you are going to have to go down into the Yondo Cups and commit to the ecological disaster that I have created. So I'm going to need you to do your fucking job. He was a lot nicer about it than I would have been. Okay, well, there you go. All's well that ends well. He will venture to the farthest depths if need be. How's he going to get all the way to the bottom of the ocean, though? Like, is Bismarck going to take him? Don't question, just consume media. Because, I mean, the air bubble is there, right? But, like, you still have to get to the depths. And it's not like Merville has the blessing of water to help him get there. Whatever. Oh, too many questions, not enough answers. Let's just go turn this in. See, I think this one's on the lower end for me as well. I don't know if it's as low as the leather work requests were, but it's not my favorite. The goldsmith one's kind of in the middle. Well, it's a good thing he was discreet then. Good. And that's all we can ask for. You guys can help people get a balanced diet. Well, there you go. Well, it looks like he's ready to get back to work. Sounds like my work here is done. At least for now. You guys would probably still be at fisticuffs with one another. Yeah. That was the idea. Glad we got that out of this quest, even if the rest of it was kind of funky and weird. I will attempt to bring more stories of my gathering attempts, because at the rate that I'm going, pretty soon we'll be discovering an invisible brachiosaur. But what will we discover in our adventures in Evilise? Sorry, my throat just went at the end of that there. A warrior of water? Yeah, okay. And will Ahil-To discover what they've been looking for in Ishgard? Find out on the next episode of Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers, the Stream Edition, which will be happening tomorrow at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I have it listed as Saturday on the schedule, but I'm going to be busy on Saturday, so rather than trying to do two things at once, I'll just, we'll do it tomorrow. I will post that up as a correction to the schedule when I'm done with the stream here. In the meantime, thank you for watching, everybody. I appreciate you coming out to Twitch and YouTube to check out the stream. I will see all of you on the next one, which, as I said, will be tomorrow at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Until then, everybody, take care and have a good one. This should warm my relatively drenched body, because even though that air bubble's down there, still get a little wet from fishing. Doesn't help from pulling all the fish out of the water.